Oh, we back. Been a couple weeks, but we back.
Yeah, yeah.
Beast Coast TV back in full effect. Episode 16 with another special guest. Um, first, I've always heard before meeting him and getting to interact with him. We this goes back to the second East versus West battle, and we had him as one of the judges. And then after that, we been networking and learning more things. He is the one of the uh, how should I say spearheads the old school sneakers with his partner in crime, co-host of Retro Talk Forum, the brother Hop.
What's crap? What's happening? I was going to say what's cracking and what's happening at the same time. What's good? What's good?
GTC in the building. What's going on?
What's good? What's
Man,
good?
chilling, feeling good, man. Had a good day off for once. Got to relax, did some laundry. Not uh, the heat's working its way out. It's been a hot summer.
Man, oh, tell me about it, man. I've been outside all summer. You know, they said we had a little cold front down here on the Gulf Coast, man. So instead of it being 102, it dropped down to about 92. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
What up, GTC?
Yo, when I went to work one day, they're like, customers coming in cold this morning. I said, cold? It's 86 degrees.
Man.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Man, you up there on
South Carolina? Yep.
Okay, yeah. You up there? So yeah, the weather's probably real nice up there where you at.
For the most part. We got Matt for the win in the building.
Matt for the win. What's good, bro? Salute to Matt for the win, man. First time I seen that dude in his collection, man, was on the Trap House battles. I was like, man, that joker right there has got an amazing collection, bro.
And
you know what I'm saying?
He's sneaky with it. He's like sneaky smooth with it, like the way.
Yeah.
He knows. I mean, he knows history, right? He knows the details about the sneakers, and it just he knows the whole story. Like, oh, we got Amy in the building. What's going on, Amy?
Yeah, man. When I saw because I think he was they was doing like a Royal Rumble to see who would get the last spot on the first Trap House battle.
On the Dre Jungles, right? They had to do the
I think it may have, I don't know if
the 10 clip. It was like the best 10 clip or something like that.
Right. Yeah, and he came through, man, and yeah, he had my vote instantly. Yeah. And then his demeanor, his attitude, man, he just seemed like a good dude. I ain't never met him personally, man, but I got a lot of respect for that dude right there, man. So salute, Matt.
He's like that 24/7. Hey, but when he gets in his trash talking bag, he could trash talk with the best of them.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So we're gonna start from the beginning, like I asked everybody else. What was the sneaker that got you into sneakers, and then what was the sneaker that kicked off the collection when you started accumulating them?
Well, as far back as I can remember, I'm an older cat, so probably around like middle school, and this was, I might get some flack for this. So this was back in like the late 80s, if you will, probably like the 6th grade. That's when I had my first pair of Nikes, and they was appreciate that, Matt. And so they was kind of like some waffle runners, but they had that Nike Air on the back, and I've always been attracted to that Nike Air. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my first pair of official Nikes. When I got to like the 8th grade, because back then it was a lot more to choose from. You had Nikes was on the scene, you had Reeboks, you had all kind of stuff, and these shoes was in like JC Penney's. It wasn't just like JC Penney's and like the the department stores. It wasn't just like strictly athletic shoe spots
Right.
like Foot Locker and stuff like that. So you had a lot to choose from then. But um, what really got me into really like wanting to get these shoes is when I saw the Air Jordan 3s, the fire reds. So as a guy at my church, he had the fire red 3s. And I ain't gonna lie, them I was like mesmerized by them. Plus, it was, Michael Jordan too. I'm a big
Yeah.
Michael Jordan fan. As you can see, I got all
Yeah.
these posters is from my childhood. Those are like vintage, authentic posters,
That's a
Nike
good
posters
charm.
from my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Um, so what really got me into I bought my first pair of Jordans in '89, and those were the white and fire red fours. So that was my first pair of Jordans, and that's when I was like, that's when I really started like trying to take care of my shoes. You know,
Right.
you got the brush. I would buy
The,
the
the toothbrush and the soap.
no, and I never did the toothbrush because
No.
I was buying shoe cleaning kits back then.
Oh,
Because
okay.
back
Okay.
then they had they had just for feet.
Okay.
Back then that was a down south thing. I don't know if they was like kind of like up north or anything, but down south, the
The
just for feet.
cheesecake was good.
They had a basketball court in the store where you could buy the shoes and you could hoop in the store. So I bought some shoe cleaner. Long story short, I bought some shoe cleaner from them. It was like the gel cleaner with the brush. So I was in there with the brush. Now, I was getting dirt all over the bathroom sink. You know what I mean? Trying to clean up after myself and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I was never like the toothbrush kind of guy.
Yeah.
I always had like a cleaning brush to go with my
Now that
shoes.
was me. I had the toothbrush. We were from projects in New York. I saw my older brother doing that, so I just use your old toothbrush and some dish soap and make it happen.
Right. Right. So that was that four was like that was like my first taste of like the Jordans. And through my high school years I had other shoes, but when I started like collecting was when I started working buying shoes. And because back then when I was in high school, if I'd have known back then in high school what I know now, I probably wouldn't have hooped because I was doing everything in them
Yeah.
shoes and them J's.
Yeah, we
You would
all of us are doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wearing them to PE and then you taking them and then you cleaning them up and then you putting them on with some jeans or something like that. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? So, and man, I tore them shoes up. You know what I mean? Tore them shoes up. But I would, in my high school years, I would try to find the best way to get me a pair of Jordans, whether it's for Christmas, saving up money to try to go put them on layaway because you had layaway back then.
Back in the
You put them
day,
on
yeah.
layaway. Yeah, you put them on layaway at Foot Locker, and then you go. My first job, I got when I was 15. I took half that first check and went and put some Jordans on layaway. And then when I got paid again, I took the rest and went and got the shoes off layaway. People thought I was crazy back then. Man, you paying
Yeah.
$100 for them shoes? Because $100 back then, that was a
Yeah,
lot.
that was yes. I told people the story like the first. So my mom used to always say you could get two pairs of sneakers off because Models had like there was a section like two for like 89. So I get like a pair of Nikes and pair of I think I had a pair of Ewings 33 highs once. Um, Adidas. No Jordans ever made that wall, right?
Nah.
So my first my first pair of Jordans, it was a hand me down pair of they call them the bread nines, but they were charcoal gray with the black and red.
The nines.
The nines. So I had a
Yeah.
hand me down pair from my brother. But then when I was 13 and I started working after school, I bought the Jumpman Pro Quicks when they first dropped. It was the white pair with the black sole with the white and with the black and red going down the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then I remember what's good art. My boy my boy had the Vin Bakers. I think it was the Pro Strongs with the Vin Bakers.
Yeah. They had those. They had the Vindicators too.
Yeah, and then you had the Team Jordans where he had Kukoc and all them boys rocking them on the team.
Yeah.
So what was that 96? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah. See,
already know how that was.
by then I was out of high school by then, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I was that I had did 2 years of junior college, played baseball. So
Oh,
yeah, after
nice.
that, that's when I started working. But yeah, man, those were the days back then. You could walk in a Foot Locker, man, and they would just be on the shelf. You wouldn't have to worry about like how it is now because people wasn't paying that money for them shoes, man.
Nah. Hey, don't you miss that? Like you can when they displayed the sneakers that came out too. Like in 2 weeks, these are the sneakers that are coming out. But now it's like it takes the I guess the appreciation or like I want or like how someone would value their shoe for them. Where you just going based off a stock photo and everything's online. It doesn't have the same effect.
Well, see, back then the only way you knew a Jordan was coming out. What's up, my brother Black in the
Black in
chat?
the
What's going on?
building.
Salute to my bro. Back then, you had to see what Jordan was wearing on court to see what was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it really wasn't release dates. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah,
Not
yeah. It
not
was
that I
it
can
was
not that I can recall.
they
You
were
know what I
they were
mean?
pretty much shock drops. Like these coming out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We're
I
only
mean,
going to
because
weekend. What's up?
he had regular season shoes, then he would have an all-star shoe,
Then the
a shoe
playoff
that he
shoe.
won an all-star, and then a playoff shoe. It wasn't really no numbered shoes back then. You was really saying, yo, I got the black and red and gray Jordans. You know
Yeah.
what I
Well,
mean?
they were numbered. They just weren't retros. Tito in the building. What's going on, Tito?
What up, Tito?
And back to what you were saying about the Fire Red 3. That was Tito's favorite shoe too.
Oh,
Like
okay,
that was the
okay.
first shoe. That
My
was the first shoe
favorite
that got him.
shoe, my
But
favorite shoe was
that
the
was his
four.
that was his yeah. But that was the shoe that got him going when he saw Jordan with
Yeah.
the Fire Red
Yeah, them
3. Yeah.
threes. Yeah, them threes. Because them twos was nice. I never really was a fan of the ones. The ones, they was all right. And
I'm in the same
it
boat. I'm in the
just
same boat.
it just wasn't it just like when people say the one is the most iconic shoe, I disagree. It's the three. To me, the three is the most iconic Jordan.
See, I say the 11.
The three is really what started it off because you had the
Yeah.
visible air, you had the Nike Air on the back. They took the swoosh off the side. Now I'll say this: the 11 is probably the most known Jordan because you got people that don't even wear Jordans. They'd be like, "Yo, I want them black and white patent leather Jordans."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when the three came out, the reason why I say it's the most iconic, free throw line dunk, the elephant print on the shoe, it was just, I don't know, it was just something. It was just that shoe was just, it was different.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
different. You know what I mean? It was different, man.
Yeah. And then you saying that makes me think a lot of people say that about the three. Like a lot of people like threes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess they don't think about why they like it, but for all the reasons you mentioned, I guess when you grow up in that time, it's just you don't look at it that way. It's just because you grow up with it. And then,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
And then, like they got the picture of him from the free throw line. Whoever took that picture, like I got that poster up here, and you just see all the people's faces. Like when I see stuff like that, I look at the faces in the crowd.
see,
You
the
know what I'm
elephant
saying?
print, the design, it changed the game, just like
Right.
you
It
said.
did. It did. It did. That was something that you had never seen before. It was something that you had never seen before. It was like a luxury shoe, and it was a luxury and a performance shoe at the same time.
And now you said that was the first shoe people were wearing off the court, like as far as street culture and
Well,
things. Because no
I
one
don't know.
like
I don't know, but
out of the people wearing. I'm talking about as far as Jordans. Like that was the first pair of
okay.
Jordans. Because in New York, I don't remember people wearing. What's good, hella lace. I don't remember
What up,
people
Helen?
wearing. Ones wasn't
Yeah.
out there. People weren't wearing twos like that. But the threes, you start seeing people wearing that outside and things like that. Where I was from. So
Yeah. See, I'm from the country, so like us, like I said, we'll go hoop in a pair of shoes and go home and clean them up and put them on with a pair of pants or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Because like and then it's different. It's buku of people, fashion capital world, whatever anybody wants to call it. But you don't have to have. You can take a clean pair of shoes and make it look dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why 574s were heavy back in the day, like New
Yeah.
Balance. Um, trainers, and then trainers is everywhere. You know, the
Yeah.
Hirachis and especially when the whole Fab Five and Chris Webber was wearing those.
Hmm.
Everywhere you went, you saw people with those.
Yeah. Yep. Those shoot, man. I had the me and this other kid, we had the feelers like the Air Force Ones. They had the strap on them. We was only two kids in
Yeah,
our school that had those. You know what I mean? And I had the Grant Hills back in the day when I was a kid. Well, in high school. You know what I mean? Because yeah, you was trying to break necks in high school, man.
yeah. The Grant Hills came out the same time as the Diamond Turf, the navy blue and maize pair. I think that's the same because my younger brother, got the Diamond Turfs, and I got the Grand Hill twos with the white with the blue patent leather going around it.
Yeah, yeah, those are the ones I had. Yep.
And then when the black pair came out, the black pair wasn't as good as the white pair, but it was still clean.
Yeah, I had bought a Fila rain suit to go with them Grant Hills, and man, that suit was so hot, man. You could I wore it in summertime, man. I was I
Stick,
sweating like
stick,
crazy,
stick, sticking to your skin.
man. Yes, yes. It felt like it. You know how people wear them sauna suits to lose weight.
Yeah,
What up, I collect? What's good,
I
bro?
collect in the building. What's good, bro?
Uh, yeah, that's kind of like how it was. I felt like I was in like a sauna suit before they actually started making sauna suits, man. But it was cold though because and I saw Method Man had a hoodie on. It had the hoodie with the brim on it. You know what I mean? It had
Oh
like the little hat brim. You know what I'm saying? And I
yeah,
remember seeing
yeah.
Method Man had one of them on. So you know, I'll say this: New York, they influenced a lot of fashion culture back then. You know what I'm saying? So
Mavs had the Columbia rain suits.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We had the brim on the hood, and you would just put the hoodie on. It wasn't even raining outside. I was just rocking, man. I look like a big rubber duck. You know what I'm saying? Walking outside, looking crazy, hot,
you
sweating.
using your own video, bro.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
So how was it? So when you started copping kicks, like how was it back then compared to how it is now? Like what would you say? Because so people like I want to say that people like us have a lot of sneakers, right? And I get this from Greedo Town. What was the last pair of sneakers you got that you can say you really appreciate that shoe that hasn't gone forgotten? And then how, how is that compared to how many sneakers you got by from that one to the one prior, right? Like
Hold on,
from let's say
explain that again. Say that one more time.
so a sneaker you let's say well, so a sneaker you cop within the last post COVID, right?
Okay.
Post COVID, as opposed to how it feels copping when you cop the sneaker pre COVID.
Well, I've man, honestly, man, I've seen every stage. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I've been buying my own shoes since you could say '89. You know what I'm saying? Not every pair of shoes when I was a kid, but for the most part, it's like when other folks when I was a kid was getting toys, this, that, and the other, I wanted to choose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, give me a pair of shoes. And that's how I am now. Like when my family asks me what you want for your birthday or what you want for this, my love language is shoes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I mean, I really don't. If it's something else that I want or I need, I get it on my own. But
Yeah.
if I want a pair of shoes, I just tell them I'll take a pair of shoes. So I think now, I think, okay, so pre-COVID is when I would say people got greedy. And when I say greedy, like that's when people started seeing shoes have value because back then you had a little reselling.
Yeah.
Like when I was working at Foot Locker, you had a little reselling, but you wasn't selling a shoe. I mean, most of the time you might get an extra $30-$40 on top of a shoe, but like now, like shoes are doubling in price. Um, I ain't gonna say it's falling off completely, but it's kind of now right now to where you can kind of like you could wait on a pair of shoes. You could wait on a pair of shoes to go on sale if you want. It's just these greedy folks that want to be the first one with a pair of shoes where they'll pay extra for a pair of shoes. And then I'm not like that. I don't have to be the first one with a pair of shoes. If I hit on the shock drop, hey, that's cool. I got it for retail,
Right.
but I don't have to sit there and pay double for a pair of shoes and say,
Yeah.
I got it first. You know what I'm saying?
And then half
So
the time, with the volume of sneakers, a lot of us have, you're not wearing it right away either.
yeah. Um yeah, especially people that work. Like I wear a uniform to work. So and I'm at the age now where I don't go anywhere for real. You know, when my kids was in school or when my son was in school, I flex on them at a basketball game or something.
Yeah.
You know, I rock a fresh pair at the basketball game or
That's
something.
what I do when I go to my son's game.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, you have people looking, oh man, no, yeah, those are nice. You know what I'm saying? So I would say now it's easier to cop shoes than it was right after COVID, you know, or during COVID,
Yeah.
because when you had COVID, people was at home, they wasn't doing nothing, but really COVID really didn't do nothing but make the bot stronger, in my opinion. They made the bot stronger. They had people figuring out how to use technology to get what they want, and people like me, I'm trying to hit on my phone. I'm left out in the cold, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for real.
I ain't gonna say it got aggravating, but it did get aggravating.
Hmm.
I've been through so many stages dealing with these shoes, man. It's a love-hate relationship with me. For real.
Yeah.
I go through stages where I'm tired. I'm tired of shoes, man. I done sold my collection. I done went through 2 or 3 stages where I sold my collection. You know what I mean? Not the whole entire thing, but
Yeah.
I've done purges where I've gotten rid of shoes, man, because it's just like
Right.
they just sitting in here, man, and you know, I could take that
Facts.
money and go do something else with it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I don't know if that answered your question. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But
Just
but
because
like but to me right now, especially like what I'm looking for, or like
what the
what I
sneakers was
like,
good.
what the sneakers. So it's like what I like and what I'm looking for right now. It's easy for me to cop. Like it's a pair of trainers my son got me for that I've been wanting. I saw them on StockX for like $40 cheaper than what the retail price is. So I said, hey man, get me these, you know,
Yeah.
for Father's Day or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So to me,
Hey,
it's easier.
patience is paying off during these times right now. You can wait for a lot of these things, whether it be a restock or them go on sale.
Yeah.
I remember
Yep.
I made a joke on I think one of Skip's live because they was talking about the Amamania threes that didn't sell out. I was like, yo, they came out on a Tuesday. People gotta wait till Friday because they don't get paid till Friday, so they're gonna those sneakers are
I
gonna sit
mean,
for.
not only that, but they made a whole lot of pairs.
Mhm.
And they still restocking that shoe.
They dropped it
But
again.
to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest with you, like I don't know if you've seen them. Have you seen them in hand?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got them.
It's a clean shoe. And the leather, the materials in the presentation, it's a dope shoe. It's a dope shoe. But because once again, because we living in the hype era,
Yeah,
because they made a lot of them and they're not limited and they don't hold value.
they're bricks
They
and they're whack. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. But the presentation is dope. The materials are real nice. The suede is real nice on there.
and I'm a fan
Um,
of that burgundy they use. You
yeah,
know,
that's a nice color. I like the
yeah.
quilted.
So
I like the quilted
what's
inside
the
that they did.
yeah?
Yeah,
Then
that's not. They're nice.
the one that I've been it's on my reach back list is the white pair of threes. I
The
still don't
white
have
pair.
that one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not really I like them, but it's not like a shoe that I have to have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I'm
Hey,
kind of like done on that collaboration tip.
hey, yo, my bro Art right here. Yeah, he is the king of waiting on somebody to accept a low offer.
He ain't wrong.
He
Because eventually, guess what? Somebody gonna get in the bind. Be like,
and they're gonna yep.
sold.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to do it. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't beat a deal. You can't beat a deal, especially
No.
when you see things go under retail.
Right. That's the best way to be. That's just like, man, like buying polos. I don't pay full price for no polos.
No, never. Not if I don't
Man,
have to.
man,
Right to
look,
the
I'm
outlet.
going to the outlet, wait on my little coupon, Well, I'm gonna wait till dealers got that big sale. Hey,
Yeah.
shoot, I don't pay full
And
price
then
for no polo.
nearby we what he said? eBay the best to get some offers. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's true.
Um, belt. There's Myrtle Beach has like two big belts, and they have a men's store at the like North Myrtle Beach, and they'll have all kind. They have the big pony collection on sale, and you just can't. I mean, wait for the sales, and then
Yep.
especially where I'm at, if nobody's rocking pole like that. It's all Crown and Ivy and
Nah,
um.
man, I'm old school.
Hey, dude, Polo Nautica. I'm there.
And tall
I'm there.
polo.
Outlet.
Yep. Got an outlet down the road. I hit them up whenever I can.
So you say you play baseball. What other sports were you into? And how long when did you start playing baseball?
Shoot, I started playing baseball, man, when I was in the 5th grade. And played high school baseball. I'm a southpaw, so first base, pitch, and outfield was what I played. And played high school baseball. I was in an all-star game. Honestly, I didn't know what I was gonna do. Honestly, out of high school, and I was playing in a all-star game. And athletic director for the little junior college where I'm from, he was in the stands and saw me do a pickoff move. So hit me up and offered me a scholarship.
Oh, dope.
Yeah. So I took it. Played 2 years of JUCO baseball, pretty much wasted the school and, you know, too busy kicking it, man.
Yeah,
Too busy kicking it, man.
yeah,
Hindsight
that
is
was.
2020.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But still, you like when you get to especially in the college level, if you don't love the sport like that, to see bypass, because especially in college, that's when it becomes a business. And if you can't love the sport and handle the business, it's not you'll fall right out. It's not even worth it anymore.
Yeah.
Me,
But see,
like
back
me,
then, baseball, it was different. When we actually had a guy, because you could get drafted straight out of high school in baseball. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
yeah,
basketball or
football's
anything
three
like that.
years.
I actually
Football's
had a
3 years.
guy that I play with. Yeah, I actually had a guy that got drafted that I played JUCO ball with, but he didn't go. I think he ended up going to he's actually kind of like a scout now for like major league teams. He's a pitching coach. But he was like the only one I know that knew that got drafted. But we had some back then, man. Like that JUCO basketball team, we had about 4 or 5 players that ended up going D1. Yeah, it was different. It wasn't all them AAU teams that they got now, and
Yeah,
yeah, it was just different, man.
man, and then they got all kind of invitationals and tournaments. I'm like, we didn't have that back in the day.
Nah, nah, you wouldn't play that. What honestly, and like I said, hindsight is 2020. Because man, if I could go back, I would do some things different when it came to my baseball career. Because I just kind of like screwed around with it. You know what I mean? Because back then, man, if you was a a left-handed pitcher, you throwing in the high 80s, low 90s, man. You got a
You guarantee, yeah, that was
yeah, you in there.
you was in the
'Cause
express lane. You
I had control, you know what I mean? I had
yeah,
control, so I was more of a ground ball pitcher. I wasn't like one of them overpowering pitchers, so
yeah, 'cause that's like Andy Pettit, right? Andy Pettit was lefty. Um, who else was Glavin lefty from the Braves?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Betos, what's
What up,
good,
Betos?
brother?
Um,
Ooh, E40.
yeah, but yeah, he was, so but I used to love playing outfield though, man. Outfield was the other position that I liked. You kind of like being in control of the game, but yeah, I love playing
Yeah,
outfield.
yeah. Cause let's say, especially like I didn't play baseball like that, but like seeing, all last season my son playing like second, third, left field, and center. You in the game all game. Like,
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
you got to be
Exactly.
ready. And then what people don't know is like baseball is not a sport. You just can be like, I'm gonna play baseball. It's so fun. Like you have to be fundamentally sound and the fundamentals is everything. Tech is
Yeah.
so tech. It's very technical.
You got to have good hand-eye coordination. Yeah, especially to hit a
That's
baseball. That's one of the hardest things to do in a sport.
he said right field off for strong arm folks. It's not like throwing a dude out at first. I think he had the same. I've seen that a few times
Yep. Yes, sir.
because like my son wanted to pitch because he's a quarterback in football and his control was crazy. But then when he got it's like keep one foot and then shout out to Bane, shout out to Sneaker Jacks because they helped me a lot throughout this baseball season. I tried playing
Yeah.
baseball in
Throwing a
middle school.
baseball and football is totally
I
different.
pretty trash. They did take basketball. Yeah, because so like once he got his release and everything, he found his release point, keeping controlling your body.
Yeah.
Is I mean, and then um, and that is it went from 44 miles an hour to 51 miles an hour. And he was 9 years old at the time. I was like, and then it sounds slow, right? And then if you don't
No,
play
that's
baseball,
pretty good.
stand in the box and let a 9-year-old throw a 51-mile power ball and see if you go, see what you go
Yeah.
swing at.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Exactly.
and
That's
then
pretty good for his age.
you see the balls have a crazy spin. You think it's gonna hit you and it cuts right in.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to anybody playing baseball in the box and the pitcher's throwing 99 plus.
They got a documentary on Greg Maddux that I want to watch.
Oh yeah, I want to check that out
Yeah,
too.
if he likes pitching, tell him to watch that because Greg Maddux, he was nasty with it. He was real
Yeah,
nasty
him,
with it.
man. He's the because I saw the clip when he was the one he called his pitches and
Yeah.
he'd give the catcher the signal where the ball was going to be.
Yep.
That's crazy. Close to that 60 feet. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, baseball was my sport, man. It was fun to play. It was fun to play. That's where the money's at if you can. So yeah, tell him
Guaranteed.
tell him stay focused.
He loves football, but I think baseball's catching up. Baseball's catching up.
Yeah.
Baseball's safer
I
because
was gonna say
football.
yeah, he'll have a longer career, especially as
Yeah,
a pitcher. Especially as a pitcher.
I told him, he likes the Cincinnati Bengals, and that's my fault. That's my fantasy football addiction. He's like, Daddy, who's Jamar Chase? This is like 3 years ago, right? So he's the wide receiver. He said, Jamar Chase scored 51 points for you. I'm like, yeah. So then we start watching the games, and then he's like, and then who's this guy? You know how they have all
Yeah.
these questions, right? And fast forward, I like the Bengals, and they went to the Super Bowl, even though they lost to the Rams. And he's like, "Sports are fixed, like you said that." I said, "Yeah, man." I said, the money was with the Rams, man. I mean, but so he likes the Bengals. He want like what the sneakers know. I said his first choice for school is LSU. Number one. That's Joe Burrow, Jamar
Ugh.
Chase. I know. I already knew. Hey, but that's his team, man. That's just like I was a Jordan fan. I like North Carolina, and North Carolina basketball. But I didn't score 1,200 on my SAT, so I didn't get into the school. So I had to settle for SUNY Albany. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What Crimson Tide, yeah, Alabama, right?
Yeah. Roll Tide from Alabama. I'm from Alabama though. I'm from
Okay,
Alabama
that's right,
though.
that's
So
right, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah, it's not like I'm just
Homegrown
some people
kicks
hop on
was
that
good.
bandwagon. Some people hop on that bandwagon, been through the good and the bad.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy because I look at him like, how does Alabama get all these recruits? Like, and they come from Georgia, Florida, even some from New York. I'm like, to Alabama, but
I mean,
they made it work, and they a lot of them went pro.
yeah. I'm pretty
So I
sure
mean,
some of them was getting some bread under the table, man. I'm not gonna sit there and act like, Alabama is
Oh, that's any school though. That's any.
holier than now.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
any school
saying?
though. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I saw Pat McAfee. I don't know if you watched Game Day, but he said last week, Nick Saban was talking about a coach that he was trying to get when he was there as an assistant coach, and he was like, we just could never get him. And then McAfee turned to him and said, "That's because you're right, exactly, GTC." He was like, "That's because you was paying all your players, coach." That's what McAfee told. And then, Nick kind of came back. He's like, "Well, we didn't have a big budget, you know what I mean? But I mean, when you, who wouldn't want to play for Nick? Nick is the GOAT.
Exactly.
He's the GOAT. You know."
He won at LSU too, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing in the pros. Him and Belichick did all right. Him and Belichick was coaching together.
Yeah.
He didn't really do nothing in the pros, but when he got to LSU, he won a championship, left and tried to go back to the pros, and then came back to Alabama.
There's a few coaches like that didn't really make the. But I guess it's different when you have grown men as opposed to the young men, teens who become a man.
Yeah, some coaches are just better college coaches than
what's going on, man?
Than pros. Matter of fact, they fixing to rename Alabama Stadium Nick Saban Field tomorrow.
Okay, nice. That's
when you got a statue out in front of you, out in front of the stadium, and you still coaching.
Yeah,
the Joker had a statue for years. Yeah,
living legend. That's just like Calipari in basketball. He stunk it up as a coach in pros.
Yeah. Yep.
You a Bama guy in basketball too?
I mean, I don't watch them like I watch the football, but yeah, when it comes to like college sports, I'm Alabama everything. Like I'm not one of these guys that can wear, like you see, and this ain't a shot at anybody, but I'll see guys with like the Michigan shoes on, but yet you another team's fan, or like these I understand the Oregon shoes are dope or whatnot, but I never wear an Oregon shoe. I don't care how dope it is. If I come across an Oregon shoe, I'm selling it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. I mean, like all the Jordan schools, they're dope, but I'm not gonna wear a Jordan 3 with a North Carolina symbol on it. You know what I mean? And it's no disrespect. I know Jordan played in North Carolina. It's no disrespect to anybody or anything like that, but I guess that's just the Bama in me, bro. That sounds country and redneckish, if you will, but that's just how we raised in the South. I had a Auburn Bo Jackson jersey, an authentic Auburn Bo Jackson Russell jersey. I would never wear that jersey. I gave it to one of my homeboys as an Auburn fan. Just gave it to him, and that jersey was raw. This was like the old school. It had the Auburn stitch right here, and it had the old school with the print with like the iron on the print. It was a Russell jersey. It was a Russell authentic Bo Jackson jersey, and it would have hit harder with some Auburn Bo Jacksons. But I just wasn't gonna wear no Auburn jersey, bro.
Yeah, and I learned that. I've been in the South since 2006. Been out here a long time now, and I learned college football is life in the South.
See, in Alabama, we didn't have a professional team.
Shoes up, what's going on, brother?
So the Crimson Tide was our professional football team.
Yeah.
The closest baseball team that we watched was the Braves. Mm-hmm. So I grew up watching the Braves when I was a kid, and the Falcons. So it was like one of those things. It's just how it was.
So like in South Carolina, that they were either Falcons fans or Cowboys fans until the Carolina Panthers, became a franchise.
Yeah.
And then baseball, Atlanta Braves. 99% of Atlanta Braves. But that's when I learned, because you got the Clemson, South Carolina rivalry, right? I'm like, they're like, who you got, Bo? I'm like, man, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
I said if I had to pick one, I would say Clemson because I was in high school. That's one of the teams that was looking at me. One of the schools looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was the only reason that I know I don't like them either with the sneakers. But so yeah, like, and then being in New York, St. John's was in the backyard, but I love the Big East back then, and that you could probably mad. Everyone knows like you love Big East. If you was in New
Yeah.
York, you like UConn, Syracuse, like you didn't just
Those
have
were
one
all the
school.
basketball teams that was doing it though. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? So yeah, I remember watching all them teams, and Bama, we was straight in football, but when it came to basketball, we wasn't really.
yeah,
A couple of years we may have got in there a little bit, you know what I mean? But yeah, back then it wasn't nothing. Bama wasn't doing nothing on no basketball tip.
yeah. I wish it never broke the Big East up because that Big East basketball, there was nothing like it. To me, I mean, ACC is close, but there was nothing like that Big East tournament. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
trust me. So, favorite part of the show, Hop.
All right, what you got?
It's the segment of all segments called This or That.
Mm-hmm.
I give you two options. Pick one or the other.
I'm gonna do my best.
Old school classics or new school tech, and this is talking about cars.
No, I like old school classics. I like old school classics. They're easy to work on.
Now about
You ain't got to worry about these computers. I drive a O2. I drive a O2 4Runner. One of the best vehicles you can have. My mechanic, I got a mechanic. He was like, "Man, don't ever get rid of this car. It's one of the best vehicles you can have."
I got an
And my
'07
wife,
Avalanche. I got an '07
okay,
Avalanche, and I already know what you. I already know. I ride
yeah,
that thing till the wheels fall off.
man, I'm telling you, it's paid off. All that, man. My wife, I make sure she's straight. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't need a new vehicle, man. I'm gonna ride that 4Runner. I got some 212s in the back. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna ride. But
You can't
honestly,
you can't do that with the new cars. Really?
no, no. But honestly, man, I could probably drive that truck across country, man, and it'd be straight. And I have no issues. It might drink a little gas, but for the most part, yeah. I'm an old school guy. The new tech is all right. The new tech is all right, you know. Um, but if one little thing goes out, boy, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah. At a wedding, but have a. All right, cool.
Salute, salute.
Appreciate you. Let's see. Chevy or Ford?
Ooh. Hmm. I'm gonna go with this. Might sound well. It ain't gonna sound crazy, but I think I'm gonna go with Ford. Ford. My dad had a '65 Mustang back in the day, and I used to love that car. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, anybody that knows me, I'm a Mustang guy, so I go
Yeah.
for I go
He had
for
a,
it.
he had a, he had a '65 289. Yeah, that thing was nice. That thing was nice.
Car shows or sneaker shows?
Um, man, sneaker shows are watered down now, bro. It's the same thing now. Probably
Back in the day when it was people showing
back in the
collections
day, right,
instead of every resale table looking the same. Yeah.
right, exactly. So yeah, I got to go with the car shows now. Go with the car shows now.
Jordan's first three-peat or the second three-peat?
First, I'm going with the first.
I'm a fan of the second only because of the time I was coming up in. I'm a little bit
Yeah,
behind
yeah,
you.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Honestly, the Jordan Six
oh
is one of
snap!
my favorite.
Out
The
of
Jordan
nowhere,
Six.
DS in the building.
What up? What up, DS? So
Yeah, the
yeah,
Sixers, and that was against the Lakers. Yeah. And
yeah. I
I love
used
the
to love them
sevens. I
infrared.
love sevens, and that was we put on the Trailblazers.
Yeah, yeah. Sixes is one of my favorites out of the Jordan collection.
And that was I
So,
think that's why I like the seven so much because that was the first finals I watched from beginning to end.
hmm I think I still got some of them. No, it was the later ones. It was the later ones. I got a couple of them. Utah games, Utah and Indiana games on videotape, VCR tape, somewhere around here. I recorded them games back in the day.
Yeah, I got it was one of the best DVD collection that came out. I forgot what it was called, but it was a 6 disc and it had all the Jordan championship game. Although you had the entire series from all 6 championships.
I
I
got
forgot.
one. I got I got a I got two of them. I got one called the Ultimate Jordan Collection. It's got like Come Fly With Me, Michael Jordan
Yep.
Playground. It's got all his documentaries. Then I got
Hmm.
another one called the Untouchables,
Yeah, I got that one
where it's
too. Yeah.
got it's got all the Bulls. It's the history of the Bulls, and then it's got like their championship videos. Um, like the first one, Learning to Fly, and then it's got like 6 of their greatest games.
And what's crazy, I got it from Best Buy. This was like 2007.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I'm
Oh.
gonna grab it real quick. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, what the sneakers? If you can go to Best Buy, and if I don't know, because you're talking about this is shoot 16 years old, 14, 15, 16 years old. But if you can find or any place that has them old DVD racks, you have to dig through them, or maybe you got somebody selling on Amazon. But that was probably one. And then one of the discs, I don't know how my brother got it scratched, and it gets to like game 4 of the Phoenix Sun series, and you can't you have to skip to game 6. I'm tired about that. Surprised you up, DS. But I appreciate you coming through, brother. Sure, y'all got any questions for Hop? You can ask too. Let's
My
see
bad,
what we
bro.
got.
I'm here.
Now you good, you good. I'm just where we at? Oh, I don't have my YouTube up. I'm bugging.
So is this the one you got?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the
Dynasty
NBA
series, yeah.
Dynasty. Yeah, so if you look, it's got the history of the Bulls, Learning to Fly. Like these up here are like all their championships. And then it's got like over here their games. 91 finals. Was my light messed up? There we go.
There you go.
So yeah, this is like a 6 disc.
Yep,
It's got like all the discs. And then this one right here, that's the Ultimate Jordan.
yep. And then there's another one. I can't remember what it's called, but that's one of the better ones too.
Yeah. So yeah, if y'all get a chance, man, you can probably find these on eBay or something like that. Yeah, there's some dope videos to go back and look.
And then it like the was it the Last Dance documentary
Mm-hmm.
is nothing in comparison to those.
That was that was pretty dope. It made it made Jordan look like a
Superhero, the
dick.
super villain. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
was
know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
from one extreme to the other. But they haven't
But one,
said that back in the day.
yeah, they said he was but one thing you can say about him though is he didn't ask nobody to do nothing that he didn't do himself.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it was going hard in practice or
Yeah.
whatever, you know. So all right, what you got
Jordan
next?
Jordan airships or Jordan twos.
Twos. I like airships, they straight, but I like the twos better. I won't say twos are underrated. That's a love or hate shoe. You either love
Yeah.
them or you hate. It's no
Hey,
in between.
there's two that I like, but I'll still never own a two. I don't they don't look right on me, and I'm like that's not a sneaker for me. There's two
Yeah.
colorways I like, and then that's it. That's it.
Which colorways is that?
The mellow and the Ben. The Ben's nice,
Oh
and the
yeah,
Chicago. So
Ben's
three of the Chicago. So
yeah,
three.
yeah.
Well, I'm
Now I'm
not
with you. I
gonna
like the
lie.
black and chrome. I don't know if
What
you've seen
what?
the black and chrome. You remember the black and chrome ones?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like those too.
The what was there? There was one that came out a year or two ago. It was a collab, and those are nice too.
You talking about the A Mama years, is it?
Those look good too, but nah, it was the
Don
Chateau.
C has some nice twos.
Yeah, but that Don C blue look. I like the Air Force Ones
Yeah. But them Don C twos, man, they had some real good quality on them, bro.
because it had the blue pair and then that cream color pair, right? Like it was
Yeah.
almost pinkish.
I think they call it like an Arctic orange or something like that.
Yeah,
Some kind of orange colorway.
Jordan 4s or Jordan 6s,
Fours all day.
12s or 13s.
12s. Go with the 12s.
New Balance collabs or Asics collabs.
I'm more partial to the New Balance. I'm more partial to the New Balance.
SC trainers or Air Trainer ones.
Mm, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Um, Air Trainer ones, man. I'm gonna go with the Air Trainer ones. I like the SC trainers. Don't get me wrong. Both of them are up there. But there's one that I like above all of them, and I'm gonna show that as one of my favorites.
The basketball Hirachis or the trainer Hirachis.
Oh, Trainer Hirachi. Trainer Hirachi.
Travis Scott or Off White.
Hmm. Um. Dang, that's a good one right there. Both of them are dope. Both of them are dope. That's a good one. I like how they did the off-white twos by taking like the old school. They got them closer to the original shape. They took the shoe, scanned it, did like a 3D print of it because that's how they got like the cracking and all that stuff on it.
Yeah.
Travis Scott's. There's only I'm gonna go with the off-whites because there's only like a couple of Travis Scotts that I liked. You know what I mean? The Sixes was definitely a dope one.
Yeah.
Um,
The
I,
fours.
yeah, the four, but they just had like quality control issues on them
Yeah.
fours.
I don't own them, but I love the way they look.
I'm not gonna front. I had them dude offer me a stack for them. I said you can have them,
You can have it.
and especially because I traded for that shoe. I had a pair of the first court purple ones that came out, and dude wanted them court purple so bad. He was like, "Man, I trade you these Travis Scotts for them," and they was DS. I said, "Okay," and I held on to that Travis Scott. And dude was like, "You got the Travis Scotts?" I said, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, I'll give you a stack for him." There you go.
No brainer. No brainer.
Exactly. But I will say this: the Travis Scott Air Max Ones, 2 colorways. I love them shoes.
Those are good.
Yeah, you never see those pulled out in the battle. All people want to show the 6s and the 4s, but
Because the hype is not there because they don't go for
I take
$1,500.
them. I take them Air Max Ones over them 6s or them 4s any day. Yeah, what sneakers? Still.
What's more overrated, Jordan 1s or Dunks?
Jordan 11s. um, no, Jordan 1s without a doubt because they pimped that shoe out. Like
For
when
7 straight years.
man,
Well, since
like
2012, pretty much. Since 2012, 12 years going.
well, I would say um
Yeah, Art agrees with you. Travis Emerson,
yeah
what design?
yeah I would say really to me people didn't start getting on that Jordan 1 phase until like 2015ish. You know what I'm saying? Because you could still, man, I remember, man, 2001ish when they brought the Royals back out. They came with like a big chrome keychain. Those
Oh
shoes
yeah,
went
man.
on sale for like $29, man. You know what I'm saying?
And
They
that's
went
why
on
I
sale.
remember, yo, prior to 2012, you can get any one from the outlet for less than $50.
Yep. Yep.
Cause was it the what was the blue pair? Was it the storm blue ones? Was it called the Storm Blue? I know it was a white and blue pair that
Right,
people were getting from the outlet. They were highs. They got them for like $60, and then all of a sudden, the resale was through the roof.
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that was crazy. That Jordan 1. And then, like I said, they pimped that shoe out and just was bringing out every colorway you could think of. It was like, come on.
Alma Mater or Supreme?
I think Supreme is overrated. To be honest, I mean, they got some decent collabs, but it's nothing special about them to me. You know, plus they don't make clothes for fat boys, for fat people. So I'm gonna go with the A Monniers.
Allen Iverson or Kyrie Irving?
Kyrie. I like. Well, it depends on what you're talking about.
It depends on what you're talking about.
Because AI, he came in and he changed the game. He changed the dress code. You know, he
opened the doors for people like Kyrie and stuff, and
yeah,
the smaller guys. Yeah,
but I don't both of them. I think both of them are misunderstood. I think both of them misunderstood. I'm a Kyrie fan, and I want him to succeed. I don't know. I just like the way
what's going on.
I like his I don't know, man. I just like he's just a giver. You know what I'm saying? He's to me, he's that individual. He'll give you the shirt off his back. You know, and he does stuff in silent. You know what I'm saying? In silence. You know what I mean? So for me, I like AI. AI was unapologetic, no fear, in your face. But I think I'm more of a Kyrie fan though, man.
Hey, I forgot what show. I don't know if it was a show or podcast Iverson was on, right? And he stood by the team that he went to the championship with, right?
Yeah.
he was like, they were dogs, like, and the host of the show was like, can anyone name one All-Star besides the Kevin Mutombo that was on that team? Iverson's like, Dad, you got me on that one. He said that's why y'all didn't. He said that's why y'all didn't beat the Lakers. But I mean,
yeah,
he did all he could. With, he did all he could. Melo or KD?
Melo. I think KD is a crybaby. KD wouldn't have him champion. KD, yeah. I don't know, man. KD, he's just, I don't know, bro. There's something up with KD. He's skilled. I hate that Melo never was able to get him that championship, bro. I really hate that.
Melo didn't want to jump on the bandwagon either. Like he wasn't.
I think Melo's pride got to the best of him. You know, he didn't want to. He didn't want to come off the bench or take a lesser role. He wanted to be the scorer and be the man. You know, and sometimes that pride will hurt you. And I think that's why he didn't get asked. He didn't get a contract, if you will.
Yeah.
Later on.
Kobe or LeBron?
Kobe.
Sneaker battles or sneaker release content?
I never really been big on sneaker release content because working at Foot Locker, I was always able to look at shoes before anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, I do like sneaker battles. I probably have to go with sneaker battles.
Battling or judging?
Battling. Judging is cool. But you get people always think you should vote this way, you should vote that way. And no matter what, you're gonna get some flack when you judge. Oh, y'all crazy. No, ain't no way that shoe should have won. Man, shut up, get up here and judge then.
I was about to say the same thing. I'd be like, yo, come judge this battle then. Judge this battle then.
Right.
Dungeon Family or Wu-Tang Clan?
Dungeon Family. You didn't even have to say Wu-Tang. Dungeon Family. Outkast, the best group ever. best duo ever, in my opinion. In my opinion,
It's
but
hard to argue
don't
that. It's hard to argue that.
yeah,
It is hard
don't
to
get me
argue that.
wrong. Wu-Tang Clan. You know, they one of my favorite groups. They my definitely in my top 5 probably favorite groups. Um,
Yeah, what's good? What's good, Omo? What's good, oh?
Method Man, he was one of my favorite rappers. Um, the Jizza, I think he had one of the best Wu-Tang albums.
Oh shoot, Philly swoosh in the building. We got some people coming out today. Ain't the
Salute
outcast.
everybody in the chat. Yeah, but Dungeon Family, man, they like if you watch that Dungeon Family documentary, did you watch that? Did you get a chance to watch that on
Nah,
Netflix?
not yet, not yet.
Oh
Nah.
man, you missed a good one. They did a lot of songs that you wouldn't think that they did. They did a lot of songs that they did Waterfalls. They made that song.
Yeah, I heard
Rico
about
Wade.
that. Yeah, yeah.
They made that song. I don't know if you remember what up, Philly Swoosh? Um that In Vogue song from Set It Off. What's it gonna be? They
Oh,
produced
for
that
real?
song. Yeah, they
Oh,
did that song.
snap.
Yeah. They did a lot of stuff that you wouldn't think that they done. And rest in peace, Rico Wade, man, one of the best producers, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what's one of my favorite songs is "It's Okay" with Slim Cutter Calhoun.
Okay, yeah.
That
Yeah.
that was another that because that was what my freshman year of college, and that was that joint, and it was that, and then that's when they did "Bombs Over Baghdad" on the Outcast on the Dungeon Family album.
Mhm.
That was a good year. That was a good year for music. That was 2000.
If you get a chance, I don't know, are you listen to 8 Ball and MJG?
Here and there.
They Dungeon Family, Rico Wade and them produced that in our Lifetime album. Check that album out. That's might be my favorite 8 Ball and MJG album.
You must have knew what the next one was. A Boy MJG or UGK.
8 Ball and MJG for me. But I grew up on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Now when I knew about UGK and all them, but being closer to
Texas, right?
actually being closer to Tennessee, because
Oh yeah,
Tennessee is
yeah,
right above
Alabama. Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
Tennessee
yeah.
is right above it. Like I was listening, 92, 93 was Mr. Big and all the ATL is what the sneakers. ATL is one of my favorite album of all time. That's the best Outkast album in my opinion. But yeah, 8 Ball. When I got down here to Florida, that's when I started. I knew about screwed music and stuff like that, but I just wasn't a fan of the slow down.
Yeah.
You know, the slow down aspect of it.
Uh oh. Soul food or Southern playlisted.
Well, you talking about Goody Mob? Talking about the album Goody Mob Soul Food? Now, Goody Mob, that's probably they in my top 5 of groups also. Um, that Soul Food album was dope, but the Southern Playalistic came out around the time I graduated, and yeah, that changed the game because like when Three Stacks said the South got something to say, they was already saying it. A lot of people just didn't hear it
Yeah.
because, like they were saying, when you thought of down South rap, hip hop, you was thinking about Luke, um, the bass rap from Kilo from Atlanta. You was just listening to the booty shake music, and if you go and listen to Outkast and them, they was like being real lyrical,
Yep.
and with the gritty production. Actually, Outkast and them modeled themselves after really a Tribe Called Quest, and you'll hear Big Boy and them and Three Stacks say it. They wanted to be Rico Wade would always say they wanted to be noticed by New York because you really have to go through New York, honestly, back then. Oh yeah, both of them, Matt. Um,
Said players ball. The
um, hmm, I would have to say the video version of Players Ball But if you go listen, have you heard that song Deep that he's talking about? It's the last track on Southern Playalistic.
I have to go back and listen to it.
Go listen to that song Deep. When I heard that song Deep, I said, yeah, these cats is different because I'm talking about I'm a lyricist. I'm a lyricist fan, you know. So I like lyrics. If you ain't really saying that, I'm not gonna really listen to it. But go back and listen to In Our Lifetime, 8Ball and MJG, that album, and go listen to that song Deep from Outkast. It's actually the prequel to AT Aliens. Because at the beginning of that song, it says, "Greetings, Earthling, take us to your leader." And then, man, they are rapping their tails off on that song, cutting up. So yeah, when you get a chance, go listen to that song Deep on Southern Playalistic.
And then creatively, like when they did Speaker Box and Love Below, I don't think there's an album that can touch that creatively. The way they did that.
Well,
two separate sounds, but then they featured on each other's album pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But they've always been real musical.
Mm-hmm.
They started producing their own stuff on AT Aliens, and then I think Aquemini. From then on out, I mean, Rico Wade and them did a couple of songs, but for the most part, they was producing all their own stuff. Yep, they learned how to produce their own stuff, and so they just started doing everything.
Where we at? 90s hip hop or 2000s hip hop?
90s. That's what Retro Talk is all about, man.
Yeah.
The 80s and 90s. Shout out to my brother Black.
No Limit or Cash Money?
I think I got to go with No Limit on that one. They started it. They started it, man. No Limit, Master P. He was dropping an album every week at one point.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, did you get a chance to see that documentary they had? That No Limit documentary?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Yeah. Yep.
Swiss Beats or Timberland?
Man. I'm gonna go with Swiss because he produced a lot of DMX stuff. I'm a DMX fan.
Kanye or Just Blaze?
Kanye.
Ludacris or T.I.?
T.I. I like T.I. Paper Trail, one of the best albums T.I. made.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I like T.I., but I give the edge. I think Ludacris is probably he's probably one of the more well-rounded rappers.
Yeah,
from that era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He just Luda's animated. Like, did you see him throw out the pitch?
Yeah, with the
he had the arms. He had
the
big
the arm and the big sneakers and all.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl or the college football championship?
College football, man. And I love how they doing it this year, man. They got the 12 teams. The top, the 4 champions get a bye, and everybody else duke it out to the next one. I don't know if I would say he's underrated, bro.
Nah.
I don't know if I would say he's underrated. People know who Ludacris is. You know what I'm saying? They know how Luda is. You know what I'm saying? I just think that since he started acting, they kind of forgot about him. And every once in a while, he'll pop out and bust a freestyle. And let him know.
I might say he is. Well, I can see what he means. So, like, lyrically underrated because, he always had crazy beats and it was catchy choruses. But unless you sit back and listen to it, you're like, yo, he really can spit.
Oh yeah, he's a spitter. Yeah.
See, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a spitter. I definitely.
But he's great. He's great creatively with the all the different songs he's put out. That went crazy. Big Crit, yeah.
Yeah, Big Crit had a run for a hot second. He had a run for a hot second. What else you got, bro?
Oh, that was the last one. The football one. You know, and the more I've lived down here, the more I've been more in tune to the college scene, especially when it gets down to bowl season at the Super Bowl. He said,
Juice,
New Jack City or Juice?
juice, juice. Both of them are definitely classics. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm more partial to Juice than New Jack.
So, like, you know, a lot of us are collectors of sorts, and we spoke behind the scenes. You got some dope pieces you want to show us from back? I hate to say back in the day, but they don't release stuff like this anymore.
Um, yeah, I pulled a few pieces. So what I did, like, pull some clothes from like the mid 2000 eras when Jordan had the lifestyle brand going on. So I got a couple of lifestyle shoes with like some like matching shirts and stuff. So I was gonna pull that out and show you. Um, but I do have like some like
Are
older
those are
stuff.
the are those shoes part of the Dirty Dozen too, or they're separate from that?
What do you mean the Dirty Dozen?
Well, yeah, the showcase shoes. Or you were doing the shoes
Oh,
and the features?
no. They're a little different.
Okay, okay,
They're a
okay,
little
okay.
different. They're a little different. So what up, Smokey? Excuse me. Um,
Smoky Foom in the building.
so Black, he is like the OG collector. Me myself, like when I was so at one point when I started, you know, working and getting a little getting a little money, I was nothing but Jordan. Back then, Jordan had the clothes. Jordan to me was almost like wearing designer clothes because he had the good quality. Um, and he just had some dope pieces to match the shoes. Some people might say that it's too matchy matchy now, or that I've been told I'm too matchy matchy. It's sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But just to show some older stuff though, real quick. Like these are the metallic fives. These are from like 2000. You can see the crumbling.
Yeah,
They got the Jordan box face.
box. Yep.
Yeah, let me move this out the way. I'm kind of scared to take them out, but you can kind of see they got the Nike Air on the booty.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, real quick, what you think about the fives that's coming out with a 3M on them?
I like them. I just think that the only thing I don't say I don't like, but it's like is like the bottom's too blue. Like the ice is too blue.
Yeah.
But other than
So,
that, I love the metallic five, so it's a cop for me.
so this is one shoe that I wish that they would bring back out. This is from the lifestyle collection, and this is like I don't know if you remember these, the Black and Carolina fives.
Yep,
So yeah, this is like one of my favorite.
those are
I do
nice.
like the Black and Carolina blue colorways. This is something that I would yeah,
See,
Mr. He don't feet.
Mister, yeah, he knows.
Look at yeah, you can see the cracking and
Yeah,
everything. So like when I say that Jordan would have like clothes to go with his stuff, so with this, come on, man. With this shoe right here, come on. I had bought this shirt. I don't know if you ever seen this shirt before.
yeah. I remember that. Yep,
So yeah, like if you look at it, it's Jordan holding up with the
the
rings.
rings. Yep,
But if you look closely, it's a bunch
it's
of
the sticker
small.
box. Yep, with the sneakers
There's
and on. Yeah,
yeah, and some of them got like his just like the Jordan sign on there. It's like a bunch of old school pictures, but at a distance, it's the it's him with the rings. You know what I'm saying? How he's got the rings on. So yeah, this shirt's pretty old right here. Well, it's probably around like 15, 20 years old because I got it to go with these fives. And like I said, I wish they would bring these fives back out.
Yeah,
It's
the
definitely
the clothing from back then lasts longer than the kicks.
right. But it's it's good quality clothing.
Yeah,
Like that Jumpman is stitched.
yeah, it's been brought. Yep, yep.
Yeah, it's stitched in and just a print of it. Nice thick shirt. So that's one piece. Um, another thing for around the mid 2000s. This is one of my favorite 13s right here. I don't know if you've ever seen. I know you
Oh,
probably remember
yeah,
these.
definitely. Those are nice. I
Yeah,
love 13s. That's one of my favorite silhouettes.
yeah. This to me. This was just like a super clean shoe. Got the Carolina Blue Jumpman
Yeah.
on it, and that suede back then was like super dope. So yeah, I pulled those out, showed those. Uh, let's see what else. So this one right here is probably one of my favorites, and they brought these back out, but these are like the original black and chrome eights. You
Homemates.
see,
Yep.
yeah, you see they got the cracking on them.
Cause didn't
What's
it
it?
on 2003 they made the lows of those and the playoff ones. They made the lows. Was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
2003?
somewhere,
Yeah,
yeah, somewhere along in there.
they made the
And
lows. Yeah,
they actually had a shirt to go. I don't have the shirt anymore, but they had a shirt that looked just like
yeah, yeah.
that
Because
Chanel.
they had them in for all the they had the Bugs Bunny, the white one with that logo for the Bugs Bunnies, the playoff ones, and then those. Yeah, I
I
think
used to
I was working at Finish Line part time, and we had all those shirts.
right. So you say 13 is your favorite, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Matt said they need
these
to
are
start retroing some of those old Nike and Jordan shirts. Yes, they do.
yeah, they do, they do. So these are the breads with the face box. I can't remember what year these are from. These are probably like. In fact, let me look and see. 04ish.
Yeah, because '04 had a 3M, and then 2000, I had the pair that came out. I was to say 2010 that didn't
They had
have the 3M.
that good suede on there, bro.
Oh yeah,
See the cat eyes. But
and
yeah,
that red was a lot brighter than
the
what
leather
the one.
quality was a lot better too. Like, look at that
Oh
leather.
yeah,
The leather, they still look good, man. I want to get these re-glued. So those are like a couple of older shoes that I wanted to show. So
and
I
he
don't know
said,
if
"Do
you
you
remember.
have the 2004 black and chrome too?" That's one of his grills.
I had them, Mr. Heat on Feet, but I traded them for a pair of the Countdown Pack threes back in the day. Back in the day. So I don't know if you remember this one.
I
This
still
was the
have that.
Wheaties, the
I still
Wheaties
have that.
box.
Yep, I still have that shirt.
Yeah, got the embroidered Jumpman with the embroidered Jumpman right here.
And
So
I got the gray shorts because they I think the shorts came in two different colors. I got the gray ones,
yeah,
the basketball
yeah, this
shorts.
is
Yeah.
one of my favorites. One of my favorites right here. And then this one also went with the great fives back in the day. They got the
Yep, going across the
fives
neck.
on the
Yep.
shoulder. And then I don't know if you remember the Jordan Spike Lee commercials where it says "You all know Mr. Jordan," and then it
Yeah.
says "Teaches Aeronautics."
Yep. And then you remember they had the shirts that had the Spike Lee on the back, like Spike Lee and
Yeah,
his hat on the back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, they had the one with the Spike Lee. Um, yeah, and then they had the one where Michael Jordan was palming Spike Lee's head,
Yeah.
acting like he was floating.
They didn't
This is
bring they need to bring those back.
so this one right here. I don't know if you remember the pea pods.
Yep. Yep, orange,
The pea pod
navy
eights.
blue. Yep.
So this is the shirt that goes with the pea pod, and this was a lifestyle. So like you can kind of see that laser print when they started doing the laser print. This is all stitched
Oh
right here.
sure, I never seen that.
Yeah, this you could only catch this in like foot actions, like um the stores that carry the lifestyle stuff. But the pea pods. This shirt went with this shoe. coordinate. You got to
Yo,
coordinate.
eight has so many dope colorways.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. I would love for them to bring this shoe back out. Love that Chanel, the Chanel patch. Let's see what else. What else we got? So this one wasn't part of the lifestyle, but when they brought the eights out back in like mid 2000s, they had brought like the Jordan jackets to go with them.
Yep.
Got like the 23 on the back to go with the playoffs. This one went with the playoffs. They got the Jordan Chanel patch on it. Playoff eights. Let's see what else.
Shout out to Chilltown for the dono. Appreciate you, brother.
What up, Chilltown? This shirt actually went with the red and steel tens. I don't know.
Tens, yeah, I remember. Yeah, because they had that one, and then there was another color in that top.
Got the Jumpman on the back there. So yeah, this one's kind of like made like terry cloth. You can't wear this one in the summertime.
Oh no.
Yo,
what was wrong with I don't not us per se, but what was wrong with people wearing the terry cloth outfits in the summertime?
Man, I have no clue, bro. So this other one, this one's just a regular polo. This one I got to go with them black and chrome eights. Also, but Jordan used to have some dope polos.
Yeah, because I remember I had the all black one with the silver Jumpman logo when the metallic fives came out. Was that 2006? Was that 2006? 2005?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, like these polos is like super thick. Some of the best quality that you could have, and they just made big. They make it big.
Because Jordan always had the baggy clothes, so he made sure our stuff fit.
Right, exactly. So this one right here, this is another polo. So like you can tell, I was in the polos, bro. And this this polo right here went with the 14, the lifestyle, the chartreuse 14s. So yeah, it was hard for me to get the lifestyle shoes without and not have this is a long sleeve too. Had to have the shirt to go with it. So yeah, I always gotta keep a dope shirt to go with the shoes. Oh yeah, these right here, fire Mr. Feet. Mr. Feets.
Yeah, he's if you gotta check him out on Instagram, Mr. Feet. Yeah, he's another one, low key, been collecting back in the day. He's a New York native, but he's in Florida now.
Okay.
And, he got crazy Air Maxes too. He's another one. So he went live on IG once, and he hit the outlet up, and he did exactly what we said. Like, it don't have to be the popular shoe. I forgot what sneaker was. I remember it was like gray with blue, or blue with a little bit of gray. And to me, those shoes are fire when he ended up copping them. But he's just like us. If it's dope, it's dope. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter
what. On Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely have to check them out. This one right here is probably one of my favorite shirts. This one is kind of like the I don't know if you've ever seen like the 94 retro boxes. They got like all the pictures on them.
Yeah.
Flight Club. Matter of fact, if you look at that poster that's behind me above the TV,
it's the same. Yeah.
You see how it's got like that thing going across. Like if you look up there, it's got like that little.
It's like a film. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are like these same shoes. So that's the 2s through like the 8s. And this is the back of the shirt. But this is part of the Air Jordan Flight Club. So yeah, that's another one of my favorites. This right here goes with the Aquas.
Aqua 8s.
And so you got the jacket and then like the shirt. I don't know if you remember the shirt that went with this.
And that's the sole of the sneaker, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah. And it's got OG. That says OG on there. And I actually got the hat somewhere around here too. That was doing too much. The hat was too much. But this jacket is fire. Every time I wear this jacket, people are like, man, where you get that jacket from? And this is one of my favorite color combinations. Is
The aqua, yeah, that's
the purple and the turquoise.
the aqua's so
Definitely,
dope. Yeah.
yeah. Um, and then the last piece that I got, well, this one also. This one went. I'll show you that in a second. The elephant print jacket with we got the
Oh,
threes.
snake on the inside. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. To go with the cool grays. These are the original cool grays. But yeah, if you look on the inside, it's got the sneakers. And then this is like a breakdown.
Of the
Like if
sneaker.
you see if you see like the literature that comes with the threes, this is pretty much what that is. It's just like a breakdown. Got the air pads, the midsole, outsole, all that stuff. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite jackets. This is another one that I get asked about. Like, man, where'd you get that jacket from?
What's crazy is that, back then we're like, oh, that's dope, that's dope. Then you look back at it now, it's like, man, that thing was so detailed. It had so much detail on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like all those clothes, there's a lot of detail on them. It's and like I said, the craftsmanship was just dope. And then
Compared to what we get now.
yeah, got the aqua polo. This one's just a regular polo. You can kind
Yeah,
of
that's when they had the and like the Jumpman logo matched the Jumpman logo on the sneaker and the
yeah
2-3 on the
two three
on the
yep
sleeve. Yeah,
yep. So
I still got the all red one. I got the black and silver, and I only got 3 colors.
yeah, I got a red one. I got the red and black one too, but that purple one, that's one of my favorites.
And I look back now, I'm like, I'm watching you. I was like, man, I should have bought them all when I said I want the one of each color. I should have got them all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they classics, man, and you can still rock them now. Today to
Because
this
they'll
day.
never come out again. And if they do bring them out again, the quality will never be the same.
Exactly. It definitely won't be the same. I thought I
So
had another shirt.
because our the people in our age bracket, we had starter jackets, then there was the Nike hoodies, Jordan hoodies, jackets,
Yep.
and
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Black. He got the starter jacket. You need to get Black on here, man.
oh yeah, definitely. That's something. That's he was gonna. I was gonna hit him up. I know I hit him up before. Around the same time I asked you, would you, be interested into the show?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like I said
Black.
50 million times, man, I appreciate you
Carlo.
being here, brother.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
V, I hit
And
V up, and me and V, we in communication, so we'll work it out
one
one of
other
these days.
person. One other person that I think people sleep on is Cadillac Jackson. He's got some heat. He's definitely got some heat, man. And he's definitely a true collector. Got a lot of knowledge sports wise. So yeah, Caddy's another one too.
Caddy's the one that asked the PSI question, right?
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
So when you, I won't say hard body, but when did you really been more? What made you jump into YouTube when you did?
Really, it was Black. So real quick, I'll tell you how I met Black. I was in one of those phases where I was starting to sell some shoes, and in a Facebook group around here. So I started putting up some stuff for sale, and Black had hit me up, and he lives about Black lives probably like 45 to an hour away from me. So we met up. He bought a couple pairs, and we just kind of like, I don't know what it was. We just kind of like stayed in communication, and then they end up having a small little shoe thing where I live at. They don't have like big shoe showcases or anything like that. So the people that I'm in the Facebook group with, they did like a sneaker event, if you will.
Right.
And so Black came down here, and he brought some stuff down here to showcase. Brought his collection, and when I saw what he had, I was like, okay, yeah, this dude the real deal.
Right.
And it was like from then on, we just clicked. And so with us talking, he kind of started putting me on, because working at Foot Locker, they kind of like back in the day. Now it's all about social media, but back in the day,
Right.
they kind of like shunned you away from social media. Like, don't be showing these shoes early and this, that, and the other. Because to be honest with you, if I'd have known back then all that stuff, man, I would have been showing all this stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube or Instagram, and I was late getting to social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we just kind of from us talking and stuff, Black was like, he started showing me different sneaker podcasts, because I wasn't watching no YouTube or anything like that. I was running around playing basketball, smoking and drinking. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling.
Yeah.
So I kind of started. He started putting me on different people. Put me on Talking Kicks, Monday Midsole, Skinny, when Skinny was broadcasting from the bed. You know,
From the
Skinny
bed,
had like,
from the kitchen with the
yeah,
apple juice.
yeah. Well, yeah. When I first started watching him, Skinny probably had 10 people in his chat. So started watching him, and we just kind of started kicking it with the Talking Kicks crew. Met up a couple times at a couple sneaker cons, and then Black was like, "Hey, you want to start a podcast?" And I was like, "Man, I didn't really know what a podcast was back then." And I was like, "I don't know about doing this YouTube thing. I was in my own little world. I didn't really care about doing this YouTube thing." And we kind of like came up with something, and I was like, we could wait. And then that was like we probably waited around like 6-7 months, and then we ended up coming up with a name. We was trying to think of a name, and Beer Jedi came up with this logo. This is like the first logo. Shout out to Beer Jedi. And that was just how we started doing it. We just kind of came up from there. The first time I was on YouTube was on Rep Milwaukee's channel.
Okay.
He had hit me up, asked me to hop on there, just like kind of like out the blue, and I kind of like, I guess you could say I kind of got bit by that bug, and then that's me and Black started talking, about doing the show, and that's when we came up with Retro Talk and started talking about like stuff from the 80s and 90s. We didn't want to be like everybody else,
Right.
just talking about sneakers and stuff like that. So that's kind of like how we got into it. But Black had already was watching podcasts. He
Right.
was watching a lot of older stuff before I was. Like I said, I came to the game late. I mean, so really, to be honest with you, if there's anybody I would call my OG, that's Black, because Black kind of like put me on the podcast and YouTube stuff.
Yeah, like with me, I know I on the sneaker side of things, I was late because I was mainly like sports, and I still got a few of my older videos up, but it was all car stuff, especially
Uh-huh.
like most of my videos was Mustang Week at Myrtle Beach,
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. And I'm glad I took some of those videos down because we were wilding, like we were wilding, yeah. We were wilding. But like, so like I was late to this thing, and then I look at it, I was like, man, I said all the sneakers I was copping, then I could have had sneaker content from 2007, like
Yeah,
when YouTube first dropped, when first became a thing. But
man.
it is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, I was enjoying life, so
Right. Yeah. That's how it was, man. We was like how people say they outside now. Nah, we stayed
yeah,
outside.
yeah.
Yeah, we stayed outside, bro. But no, I'm
People
kind of
watch
like,
YouTube all day now, so I can't.
right. I'm kind of like you. Like if I'd like once again, if I'd have known back then what I know now, like all the shoes that slipped through my hands working at Foot Locker. You know what I mean? But back then, right, exactly, Mr. Feet. We was
Facts.
outside before the term. We stayed outside. So once again, hindsight is 2020. Like if working at Foot Locker, man, so many shoes slipped through my hands, so many jerseys slipped through my hands, like throwback jerseys, throwback jackets. You know what I mean? But I wasn't thinking about none of that stuff back then. I was too busy trying to get
Living in
out
the
of work and
moment.
kick it.
Living in the
Yeah,
moment. Huh?
right. Exactly. So, but yeah, long story short, that's how we kind of got on the YouTube thing. And we've been straight ever since. You know, we don't have a big channel, we don't have a big following, but we got some solid people that we rock with, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
pretty much consistent, and they come and check us out. So we're very appreciative of the people that actually come and kick it with us, listen to what we have to say, because they don't have to listen to what we got to say.
It's like, cause so it's like, and then me and Matt, spoke about this before too. Is like people like you know the history, and it's like there's you got hundreds of cookie cutter channels. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
What's releasing this Saturday? Or y'all copping this, or y'all copping that. It's like, come on now.
You know, I'll say this real quick. I don't know the history about everything. I do know some stuff. My brother Black, he knows a lot more history, and a lot more. He knows like you could probably hold up a shoe to Black and be like, "What's the name of this shoe?" And he could tell you what it is. Me, I have to probably look it up on some of them. Some of them I do know the names of, but I don't know if you want to blame that on all the years of smoking, the short-term memory and all that good stuff. But now Black, when it comes to stuff like that, he's definitely a history book. But I'll also say this, like you was talking about, like the cookie cutter channels. There's people that know the history, but that don't, just because you know the history, that don't mean that you actually have a passion for these shoes, and for the product that you buying. Because I feel like people you study and you learn the history because you trying to get sponsors, you trying to get brands to check you out, if that makes sense. Because I just see people on YouTube and on Twitter sometimes, and they'll do these long drawn out things talking about the history of this and the history of that, and it just seems like it just don't seem authentic to me. I'll
Mhm.
just say that.
People, I hate to say it, but I don't know if this is a gatekeeping comment or not, but people like us can see that half these people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, either that or they putting on a
You see, we could tell who's reading the goat description.
exactly, Matt. You know what I mean? And I don't, like I said, I don't claim to know everything about every single shoe. I've never I've never claimed to say that, or anything like that. If anything, I've always, right, Matt. If anything, I've always said, and I always tell Black, I said, I'm just here riding your coattails, bro. You know what I'm saying? you know, if I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna sit here and act like that I don't. You know what I'm
and,
saying?
and
So
like and like I don't know every shoe. Like there's Matt's a perfect example. 'Cause everyone talks behind the scenes, but like if you're on stream, you're behind the scenes. We show each other shoes or whatever. I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen them shits in my life. So what?
yeah,
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, especially now. So I'm in South Carolina. We don't have sneakers like that out here.
yeah.
As much
Now
as I
now
love sneakers,
if you ask me about some Jordans, I could probably tell you that now. But when it comes to like some of these other shoes and stuff like that, like Black will know a cross trainer from 1989 that nobody's probably ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And like he showed the shoe on the show last time, the Air Trainer Excel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
A
watching. I
lot
remember
of a
that.
lot of
Yeah,
these cats, they go buy these vintage shoes and put them on Instagram.
they don't know what they are. They just know they're vintage. That's it.
Right, right, right. Some of them know what they are, but some of them haven't been collecting like that. That's why, I got to give a shout out to my brother V, DeCarlo, one handsome V.
Yeah.
That the young OG. Man, I had a behind the scenes look at, man, I'm telling you, that joker's on another level. Another
What
level. He ain't
Was it
even
you?
shown. He ain't even the
No,
tip of the
yeah,
iceberg
I
for
could
that cat.
tell. Yeah, he like he just shows what he lets you see. That's it. But who was it?
Yeah,
You or Black that
yeah.
showed the Veers
No, that was
on
probably
that
Black.
episode?
That was probably Black.
Because that man when he showed, I was like, and because I was working at
No,
Finish
no, that
Line
may have
too.
been V. I think that was V. I think that was V
Yeah,
because
yeah,
V and
yeah.
Caddy's
I had
on with us now. That was V. That was V.
yeah, okay, yeah, because it was because somebody asked me because I was like, yo, I still got like 3 pairs from '03. They were like, what? I was like, but I said my shoe size is bigger than yours, so the soles it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah,
But though,
yeah.
like
That was V that showed
The
those videos.
Veers were dope because I remember I had the black and red pair, the black and white pair, and then the white and black pair. Those are the three
Hmm.
pairs I had. Oh, we got some. We got hold up. We got some questions. People coming up. What's another hobby or interest that you have that people don't believe you're interested in?
Um. Well, I do have another. I got another Instagram page. I got me a little NPC. So I've been trying to fool with that, doing some beats. Um.
You got stuck watching the ad, perm?
So yeah, I got another page, man, where I've tried to fool with the beat machine. Got a couple of. I haven't mastered it. I'm still working on it. That was just one of those. I don't know if you could say it was a midlife crisis, but I've always wanted a beat machine, so I went and got one, and I've been kind of fooling with that. So just being a fan of music, just always wanted to try to make some beats, try to fool around with something like that musically.
So some people don't know. So I have one packed away. I haven't touched it in pause for anybody. I haven't messed with it in man 17 years.
What's that?
I used to NPC.
Oh, okay, okay. You got one of the first ones?
I used to produce and I made some tracks for some people we've heard of. I had an internship at Sony and then I helped out with Street Dreams and the Street Dreams Part Two with Fabulous because so while working at Macy's because he had a Nike and a Sean John um he was wait yo or yeah he's had a Sean John Nike deal so we were the I was in the Nike department so I was able to go to the album release parties and that's what led to me getting an internship there so
Oh, okay, okay.
I did a few things so but yeah
Which
music
you said you got an MPC?
yeah
You don't do nothing with it? You got the one it had the old floppy disk in there, huh?
the flop yep
Yeah. You could only sample like what, 15 seconds?
15 seconds yep
Yeah. Yeah, with this one right here, man. This is the MPC one. It's a standalone. They actually just put a program on there where you could do the stems. You could separate,
mm,
like on the sample, you could do the
yeah
stems. And actually, I could take a sample off my phone from pretty much anywhere. It's got a plug. You just plug it in, and you just get it ready, and you can sample like up to a minute, and
yep
it'll break it down into sections for you.
yep two turntables and a bunch of records
Yeah, I kind of like.
oh
I've always
oh
kind of like wanted to be a DJ. DJing is one thing that kind of
oh
fascinates me with the mixing and the
nah
turntables.
yo shout out to my boy Steve aka DJ Dirty Four Fingers I met a lot of people too. I met MF Doom. I met Juggernauts. I met because he was the DJ. Me and him went to high school together, and he was working at Fat Beats, which is an all hip hop shop. Then there's one in New York, LA, and then um London is the third one. And all the underground artists, that's where all their tapes would drop first. And
Hmm.
so whenever a new I still got the first 50 Cent album, the record.
Okay.
That was first place to get it because um the general manager there was also working at label in New York. So I had the free Tony Ayo shirt. I mean, it was from 2000 2004 was fun times, but then there was parts of the music industry is not for everybody. So I kind of
Nah,
just stayed in
nah,
my So
nah. I mean, I've made a couple of beats that we kind of play in the background of our shows,
mhm.
and stuff like that. So, but nothing major, nothing major, anything like that. So you ain't never thought about breaking it out again?
I thought about it a few times because my nephew he's doing this thing singing and rapping, mainly singing. He's killing it with singing. He's originally from Hartsville, South Carolina, but now he's doing this thing in Virginia Beach. So
Okay.
it's been tempting, but I don't think I can do it, man.
Yo, I think those NPCs, the one that you got, probably going for some money.
I don't think I can sell it though.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I feel you on
It's just
that.
one
But
of
like those
those.
those classic NPCs, I know
Yeah.
people are probably like looking for those. Yeah.
But, that's it was fun while what it was. And then my boy's a drummer. One of my best friend Ray is a drummer. So I mean, it was just you talking about you tell him a song, he could play the beat of that song with the drums. Crazy.
Yeah. 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 I've always kind of like been into music. You know what I mean? That's one thing I've always wanted to do is play the drums. I wanted to play the drums in high school. You know what I'm saying? For the band, but I always
So
love
what?
music.
Yeah, I mean, music's timeless. It's timeless.
Yeah.
So what's one thing people don't know about you that's not related to sneakers?
Hmm. One thing that people don't know about me. Man, I don't know, man. One thing, well, we talked about it earlier. I played JUCO baseball. I played junior college baseball. Um, I don't know, man. That's I don't honestly. Um, and then like I said, fooling around with these beats. That's really about it. Not dealing with sneakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, what's crazy? Listening to like the beats you make, we can tell what music inspired you to think of those
Oh
beats.
yeah.
Yeah,
And what do you think that is? What do you think that is?
yeah, the Dungeon Family. Like a lot of that. That's similar sounds to the
Yeah,
music they
I
have.
I I would say a lot of it is East Coast influence too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of it is East Coast influence, like the
The bass
I don't know if
lines.
you want to say like the gritty, kind of like gritty. Um, I just got to invest in more packages for the NPCs. Because they got different beat packages that you can download.
Right.
So I don't know how like the old school one that you got how that works.
We didn't have it didn't have nothing to download back in the day.
Right,
You
right.
played the record, you try to sample you sample that whatever section of that record you want to save, and then that was it. And then you just loop it, and then this button for this sound, and then
Yeah,
they made it a lot easier now. But you can tell there's a how can you say so like you watch Drink Champs, right?
yeah,
And Nori always asks, digital analog. So what you're doing is digital. What I was doing was analog, and
right, right. Exactly.
and
Yeah,
then you have to be in the studio to record and get then you blend. The engineer puts it all together. Well, now you can make the beat, email it to the studio, and then the person put the vocals on it.
I will say this. One thing that people probably don't know about me is when I was in high school, I did play the trombone in band. So I
Oh,
guess
oh,
yeah, we was in the marching band. I was in the marching band in high school,
oh,
and then I played baseball in high school. Um, so I guess that's what my love of music. Like I said, I've always loved music. My first choice, I wanted to play the drums. I scored pretty high on the test to do for you to pick which instrument that you wanted to play. I could have picked any instrument, but it just so happened we was out of town when that time came. So I had to kind of like take what was left.
Left.
So right. So yeah, the trombone in high school, I played the trombone in high school.
Yeah, I used to play the keyboard a little bit. I used to take lessons for that, but
I took piano lessons when I was a kid for a hot second, but my piano teacher, she left. She moved out of town. So that was before I was able to
because with that, if you're learning it and not a natural with it, your music reading game got to be on point.
yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, I forgot all that stuff.
Yeah,
I forgot all that stuff.
yeah, like the
You know,
clef and all that. Yeah,
treble
yeah,
clef. I
yeah.
still know musical terms, you know,
But the
quarter note,
actual,
half note,
yeah,
whole notes. But as
yeah,
far as like being able to read music on the lines, yeah,
right,
I can't. You know, the notes, but
yeah,
I could tell you what a quarter note is, what an eighth note
yeah,
is, you know, all that stuff. But as far as like the bass and the treble clef, yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
gone. That's gone.
Same area for real.
Yeah, that's gone.
Hey, you see yourself battling again?
No,
No.
I can't keep up, man. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. These cats buying shoes a battle, bro. I can't keep up, man. And then now you got people with actual money out there buying these hype shoes, and yeah, I ain't doing all that.
The
I
times are
ain't doing all
different.
that.
Times are different. Yo,
Yeah,
somebody like somebody.
I give you a good GR battle. That's about it.
Yo, somebody. Let's say I collect right. Shows the MX1 Master. Granted, there's a lot of us that have that, right? But there's a lot of people that are just coming into the game that have no idea what that sneaker is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Next you know, click, put in cart.
Mm-hmm.
The next nigga battle. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
All that, man. Uh, you know, sneaker battling. I say this when it comes to sneaker battling. I got in at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I came in the sneaker battling at the right time. I was in the right place at the right time because now sneaker battling is like it's a thing for real. So with me, like if you go back and look at my battles, especially like the who
Boss
has
in the
the heat,
building. What's good?
the tournament of champions, it was just the right place at the right time. You know, I had some stuff in the stash, but like I said, I've been through phases where I sold stuff, bought other stuff, sold stuff. But yeah, now like people showing all these off whites and Travis Scotts and all these other I can't hang, man.
Yo, you
And
know what's crazy? Not and then not that you can wear every sneaker, but at least lace it up. At least lace it up. You still got the shoes on
yeah,
unlaced, and you showing them on the battle.
people buying shoes, showing dead
Appreciate you
stock
coming through.
shoes.
Appreciate you coming through.
And you know, I can't tell nobody what to do with their shoes, but I mean, it's kind of obvious why you bought that shoe.
Yeah.
So nah, I don't see. Like I said, I give you a good GR battle. We could don't ask me no questions. Yeah, I don't have any off white. I got two Travis Scotts.
Shoot, shame the community to say.
Yeah, I'm not one of those ones that'll say like if you ain't got this shoe, you not a collector, you not a sneakerhead, blah blah blah. I hate when people say stuff like that. You know.
What that's crazy you say that because me and the guys talk about is like, how can one person determine if another person's a sneakerhead if they don't
Yeah.
have a certain sneaker? Like everyone's not supposed to have the same collection. Everyone's not supposed to have the same sneakers.
I mean, it's what you make it is what you like. You know, it's all on you. Whatever you consider you think is heat and what you like. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some stuff that I'm gonna show that people might not like.
But see, and that's the thing, and that's what I think that's one of my favorite. That's another reason why I wanted to do this series, podcast, show, whatever you might want us to call it, is to show, everyone has a different collection and what everyone's sneakers mean something different to them. So everyone's
Yeah.
12 is not going to be the same, or 50. However many pairs of sneakers people want to show in their showcase. Like my 12 is not going to be the same as your 12. It's not going to be the same as Matt's 12. It's going to be different from Greedy's 12s.
Yeah.
But then you see, you know, um, whatever the next hype shoe is, everybody got the same Gotham screen. And it's like, this is not what it's supposed to be about. To me, it's not.
My bro Caddy, what's good, bro?
I said, I love the dude told me I'm fairly recent to collect them. Oh,
But
snap,
yeah,
Caddy in the building. What's
yeah,
good, bro?
Caddy in the building. What's up, Caddy? Yeah, I still got him, bro. I still got him.
That's his favorite pair. So he went live when he got settled into his house. And then
Uh-huh.
that was, he was like, yo, E, you remember these? And it was the white, if I'm not mistaken, it was the white and blue kids with the
Yeah.
big hologram circle on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on, I'll grab them real quick. They right up here.
When you looked up his age, kid was super recent himself. Yeah, it'd be like that art. It's like that art.
You know, everybody's got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to start
Oh,
somewhere. I mean, we all started somewhere.
black and blue.
The black and blue. No, I got the white and blue. I would love to have the black and blues. Yep, this was really just a recent pickup. Still clean.
Oh yeah.
You can kind of see like the 3M kind of.
Hey,
Yeah,
say
these
he
are
needs
clean.
those.
Yep, this is definitely one that definitely needs to be retroed, in my humble opinion.
And I know I'm not the only one that feels like this, but like when we show sneakers from that time, you can it has like an aura about it. It's like you reminisce about it. You have all these memories, and it's not just you with the sneaker. You remember Jason Kidd playing in them. You
Yeah.
remember who else? What other sneaker was out? Mashburn had his Filas because he wore lows, so he had the Jerry Stackhouse Filas at the same time.
Yeah.
Flight Posit
Flight Posit
threes.
3s. I think they just retroed, or they about to retro the first Flight Posits. Now I remember them. I had those, man, and I hooped in those until the bottom cracked.
Those are some good sneakers to hoop into.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mistook, and that's when I was a Nike specialist at Macy's. The whole Battlegrounds collection. They
Mm-hmm.
did the Battlegrounds,
Man,
yeah.
you know what I really like? Probably my favorite hooping shoe, because I'm a bigger dude, so I needed something with like some good soles on it. But I don't know if you remember, they had the basketball 360. They was like the Air Max 360s. They
Okay.
had that real good sole on them. I think Amari Stoudemire wore those
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
while.
Oh
What up,
shoot,
Chill Town?
snuck them in the
Chill Town in
building.
the building. What's good, brother? Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, Stoudemire wore those shoes, the basketball 360s. Man, those were some of the best hooping shoes ever. And they stopped making them,
Those.
man.
And I hate that I can never. People remind tell me the name. It was on East Bay. A lot of colleges had it, but you can change the strap on it, the color of the strap.
Oh man,
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Because
yeah,
East,
they just brought the shoe back out in a women's shoe.
yeah,
The Air something adjust. I think that's the name of it.
that was a whole wave, yo.
Um, if Caddy's in the chat, he knows the name. I know he knows the name of that shoe, but I think it was something adjust, Air adjust or something like that. But yeah, they had all different colors of like the, I don't know if you want to call it a shroud or like the hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. But actually those LeBron 15s is one of the best hooping shoes too. That LeBron 15 is one of my favorite LeBrons. A lot of people like the 7s and the 8s, but I was hooping in the 15s. Yeah,
Nike
they
Air
Nike
Just.
Air
I
Just.
knew
Yeah,
I knew
I
I
knew
knew
it
he
was
would know.
something to just. Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew it was something to just. Or Air
That
Just
was
Force.
yeah.
Black. Shout out to Black. But yeah, they just brought that shoe back out for like in a women's shoe.
Man, those say East Bay, man. East Bay was not a website for these young bucks out here, man. East Bay was a catalog that had everything you needed for your sporting lives,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. We had old
Yep,
boy Drew Hamill on the show. The Nike Air Just. Yep, with the changeable strap. Yep, that's it, Caddy.
that's the card. Yep. People get yeah. Ambush did the collab. Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
But they was the Ambush. Those were dope too, but I couldn't see paying that price tag. I'm like, nah, those ones weren't even that expensive back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. I think they had like a blue. They almost had. It was like a Travis Scott 4 colorway, like a blue and red, I
Which
believe.
they tried to pair with the USA strap. I remember that summer. It was right before the summer, and that was around March Madness. Because Michigan State had the one with the green strap.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Who else? Temple had the white with the burgundy, and
Yeah,
then you
that
just
was like the ultimate team basketball shoe back then.
yeah.
Around that time.
Oh, the Tim Duncans, yeah.
Which ones? The
Total
God
positive.
damn it. Oh, if he's talking about the foams, yeah, but he also wore the no, I'm thinking about Dave Robinson. My bad. Tim Duncan, he wore the flight posits and the foam in them they look like up tempo, but it was a foam.
And then there was a what? It wasn't up tempo. I just can't remember what that it had like a black toe cap and the bubble went all the way around. There was a bunch of I can't remember.
Now they had a
Pippen
total foam
wore 'em,
posit max. The
Duncan wore 'em. There was a few people wore 'em.
it might be the up tempos. They had a couple of different up tempos.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had a couple of different up tempos.
but then it's just that's always to me like I think that's what a lot of sneakers don't have that now. I guess because the athletes are just wearing everyone's just wearing the Kobe's different. Then
Well,
there's no sneakers coming out for the time. I think that ended. I want to say it ended, but like in the 2010s, you had people wearing Westbrook's, KD's, Kyrie's. That was those the kids Air Garnett 3. Yeah, those are good ones too.
mm-hmm.
But the kids then, because they were rocking KDs with the jeans and the elite socks, and the jeans tucked into the elite sock.
Yeah, putting the rubber bands
Yeah,
on their jeans and stuff. Yeah, that was
because like
crazy.
we were coming up, we watched Jordan, Pippen, Barkley, Penny, Grant Hill, and then in 2010s they had Kyrie. They were watching Kyrie, KD. Those are the players that they were watching with those shoes on court. I don't think you have that as much nowadays.
No, I mean pretty much everything now. It's either they got technical or lifestyle shoes. Like back then,
That's it. That's right there. Up tempo threes.
yeah, back in the day, you could wear them on and off the court, like I was saying earlier. So now it's just strictly on court. I think matter of fact, when they was talking about the AEs, they was like, "Is this like one of the first performance basketball shoes that you can wear off court in a while?" You know what I mean? So it was just different back then, bro. The Zoom Flight
The flight
Turbine.
turbine.
I want I just want the Air Flight 89 highs back.
I'm simple. I told these guys the other day I would love to see the Air Force 2s come back out.
Yeah. I want to see
haven't
the
been.
threes. They got old boy the dude from Bait redoing the lows, but just give us these back right here, man. It's what we want. It's what we want. I don't care about no twos with all them different colors and the patent leather. Give us these. This is what we want right here. This one of my 12 right here. With the Nike Air on the booty. Yeah. Give us the. A lot of people don't really care for this shoe, but I love it.
Man, I remember my older brother had them. I was like, man, those things are crazy.
Yeah.
He used to get
Super
everything.
high
I was like, dang.
Mr. Heat. You talking about the revolutions, huh? Hold on. Let me see. Now these ain't the OGs, but there
Oh,
you go.
nice.
My bro Black, he got the OGs. But yeah, we definitely need these back. These ain't like the super high tops like the OGs, but yeah, we definitely could use them again.
Man, since you mentioned that, you ready to hit him with the dirty dozen?
Yeah, I could show what I got real quick. I can show what I got real quick. And this ain't really no particular order, but
Oh,
I just pulled some stuff out that my favorites change all the time.
oh
But
yeah,
one that
I know how that is. Because next week you say show your favorite 12. Some of them will change.
I'll start off with these. So, and these kind of got like sentimental value because I got these right before around the time my son was born, and these are the 99 breads. You can kind of see it's got the chipping on the. I had them restored, re-glued, but they starting to come apart again. But these are my 99 bread fours. You see the
Nice.
difference in the knitting,
Yeah.
difference in the shape. Yeah, you can see where they kind of like starting to come apart again. But my boy who did them, he did do the hand stitching. That's
Okay.
hand stitched. Yeah, that's stitched right there. So yeah, that's one of them. Since Chill was asking about the Dion's, I actually had brought them out, so I was going to show these the Diamond Turf 2s. This is, and then I brought I got the ones as well. Two of my top.
Remember
And
how crazy it was when those ones first dropped? My.
Yeah, and so I did pull the 15s.
Nice. Yeah, those are tough.
Yeah, I love these shoes. Shout out to Chill Town, my brother. You know, and this honestly, I think LeBron, this LeBron watch pack was the best one. Because he had the Griffeys, he had the Moabs, the 95s, the orange box, which I got the orange box and the Griffeys. I just didn't pull them. This red one, this always pops. Every time I rock these, people like, man, those are hard. But yeah, the Diamond Turf 1s and 2s. I can't wait till they bring the ones back out next year. I know that's gonna be probably a one everybody's gonna want to get. And then of course, like I showed these earlier, the Air Force 3s. So this shoe came out probably a couple years ago. And I know when me and Black saw this shoe, we was like, yeah, this is definitely one that we gotta have. And I just love rocking this shoe, the food fights. The quality on here is dope. They got that good suede on there.
I like the laces on those.
Yeah, the laces is pretty dope. I mean, this is just a dope shoe. They took all the food design shoes and just put them all together. So you could probably say this is a Saucony Wutta. You know, this part is from the Cafe Du Monde. Where we gonna go next? Let's go with some hype beast stuff. These I pulled 2 dunks. These are my 2 favorite dunks. When I saw this dunk, I was like, man, this is probably one of the hardest dunks. It's simple, but the colors is popping. It's the Club 58s.
Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice.
Yeah, the suede on here is real dope. And you got the 58 on there. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites right here. Also this one, skate park at Tampa. My favorite high top dunk.
Tough.
Yeah, that suede is this shoe all together. The colors on it.
It's that time of year to break them out.
Yeah, yeah. The laces pop with it. That swoosh, the cigar paper type. So yeah, also one of my favorites. Since we was talking about, I pulled this one too. We were talking about the Travises earlier.
Yep.
This was probably one of my. So when eBay Top Star first came out, I was a member. They put me on as a member. Not they kicked me off because they said I don't spend enough money with them. But I got this for retail on the Top Star program,
Dope.
and yeah, this is probably one of my. I don't know, man. I just love the shoe. The Travis Scott one. This is just a fire shoe. The color combination, it's a dope colorway. So I pulled this shoe right here, and this is not the OG. A lot of people want the OG to come back out, but I remember when I showed these on Who Has the Heat, people was like, "Dang, that shoe!" Because it was like show a shoe that hasn't been seen on Who Has the Heat, and this was I don't know if Nike was watching, but it seemed like after they showed this shoe, Nike brought the retro out, and it's these the
Air
Urban
Raids.
Jungle Air Raids, yeah. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, after I showed this shoe on Who Has the Heat, and I'm not saying that's the reason why, but it just seemed kind of crazy that right after, not too long after I showed this, they brought this shoe back out. But the pattern on there is dope. It's just a colorful shoe that I like. So shout out to my brother Black again. This one's one of my favorite ones. I love this shoe. I don't know why. I just like I'm a fan of high tops, and this is the Reebok the Pump. Like I said, you don't see this shoe hardly at all. And it's the quality, the leather quality on this shoe is real dope. It's just one of those classic shoes, man, that you just can't get enough of. What else we got? So they brought the Air Tech challenges back out not too long. I mean, last week.
Yep.
The reimagines, but they dropped this shoe a couple years ago, and when I saw this shoe in this colorway, I'm a sucker for like black shoes with some loud colors on it. But it's the black lavas.
Yeah,
It's
Black
one of my
Lavas.
favorites. Yeah, the black lavas, and I got the reimagines over there. But this black lava, man, this is just a dope shoe. Them colors pop on it with the black. So that's another one right there. All right, let's go here. Would love for this shoe to come back out. I know the original one didn't have the visible air on it, but the air assaults, this colorway pops too.
Yeah, I'm about to say I like that colorway. Anything that has like a little bit of black and yellow, especially in gray, man, sign me up.
And look at the safari print before safari print was a thing.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, I love this shoe, man. I love this shoe. The yellow and white with the black pops. Very dope shoe in hand. Another high top that they need to bring out, in my humble opinion. And I got three more I'm gonna show real quick. The medicine balls, another one of my favorites. Can't go wrong with this shoe. Very dope trainer. Me and my brother Black, we love some old school 90s trainers. I don't think they bringing out enough of them. No, there's a whole lot more that they could.
That colorway is too clean. I like that colorway.
Yeah, anything medicine ball-y colorway. Like they came out with the.
He said, "Please thank you sauce with life in middle school."
Right. They got the Hirachi trainers in this colorway too. That's real dope. This is another one. I don't think this shoe gets enough love. This is definitely one that they need to bring back out, and that's the SC Trainer 2s. So a lot of people are on the SC Trainer 1s or just the regular SC
And you
Trainer
know, you
high.
don't see hardly anybody show the twos.
Right. I love the 2s. I love how they got this, how the Nike Air is up here, the 4-foot strap.
I
Yeah,
know a channel that I know a channel that shows them though. And you guys check out Retro Talk Forum. Yeah,
Yeah, check us out. Check us out. Yeah, love this shoe right here. And my last one, you actually asked about me shoe. This is my favorite trainer. And I don't think this shoe gets enough love. It's probably one of the most comfortable shoes ever. And that's the Hirachi trainer.
that's one of my favorites too.
Yes. Love this shoe right here, man. One of the dopest shoes. One of the dopest shoes ever made right here. And I would love for them to bring this back in the original black. This is the cool blue, but they got the black and gray with like the hairy suede on it.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the top ones.
So in 2003, right, when I was a Nike specialist,
Oh, one more.
Yeah.
One more.
Oh, great fives.
Yeah, these are the fresh prints. I put holes in mine, but one of the best colorway, if not the best colorway in the fives. I'm ready for them to drop this one next year, but yeah, this is the best 5 in my opinion. That grape colorway, it's just something about it.
Man, I remember my brother when they dropped out the first time ever, right? And Nike Jordan brand had the white jacket, and it had like the purple, and like it looked like a splash, like paint splash. I'm like that. I was looking. I was like, yeah. I was looking. I said, "You must be selling drugs, because mommy and daddy ain't buy me." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, I was saying, so the Hirachi trainers, right? They had just dropped. It was all white with the like a royal blue strap and the gray on the back. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear these to the Nike meeting we're going to, because it was just like it was like a little training session. So the Nike reps that came to Macy's, they said, Everett, what are those? I said, the Hirachis that came out last Saturday. He's like, we've never seen them. I was like,
They
how
must
do
work in the
you?
wrong department.
They, and they were just merchandisers. That's
Yeah.
why. So because they were just wearing.
Appreciate you,
So
Chill.
we whenever they gave us our clothing allowance, like every 3 months, we had to wear what was in season. So if it was like running season, you have to wear like the running, the jacket, the whatever running pants, and like running sneakers. I would just get a uniform. I said I get 5 shirts for Nike running, 5 pants, 5 shorts, and everything else went to like Jordans and Nike basketball.
Make it easy.
Oh yeah, I had to get on my So I had to make use of that. Get my sneakers for free. I'm not
You
trying.
ain't wrong.
I'm not trying to look like a mannequin. Like got the same outfit the mannequin has that we trying to sell.
At all. Here's another one, man, that I
Oh
feel like
yeah.
we need to. Yeah, definitely need these again. Like I said, I love the high tops, man. The old school basketball high tops, yeah. Bring them back. Bring them back. Yes, sir.
Man,
Appreciate your art.
I appreciate you, bro. This has been a blast, and I appreciate you blessing the channel, coming through Beast Coast TV. It's been.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Like I said, it's like my first, one-on-one interview, and I appreciate you inviting me on here on your platform to chop it up and just hang out for a minute, man. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this, man. So I appreciate you asking me to come on here, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Like everybody's got a story to tell. We all most of us come from humble beginnings, but the journeys are the same, but the stories are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everyone,
Yeah.
it's always good to hear the stories. Just I tell people you can watch Drink Champs. They all got the stories are the same, but they're different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
And that's why like Complex got sneaker shopping, and it's just celebrities with celebrities. That's my thing is like, we got everyday people. They got dope collections. They got dope stories. Let's tell our stories. So that's what I try to do. Everybody tell the stories, show some of their
You
hobbies
know,
and collections.
I look at, people in this community, or like the people that I guess you could say that, I don't want to say necessarily say be around, but to me this is like, we're like the underground of sneaker collecting.
Yeah.
So, some of us don't have big followings, but we got some dope stuff. And I just feel like that they don't come down here to where we are to see what we talking about. It's always somebody that they think they got a lot of likes, that's an influencer.
Uh-huh.
The people around here where we're at influence me more than like a celebrity would,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
like some of these big YouTubers. You know what I mean? I'd rather, you know, seeing Chilltown do his reviews, you know, or pick up that he's got. That would influence me more than anybody else. Or, these, like I said, these big names, or like people that I'm in group chats with. Caddy will come through with a pickup, and you'd be like, man, that shoe actually looks pretty good. You might it looks different
Hmm.
on somebody's foot versus, I don't know, man. It's just like I said, I consider us the underground, and
Uh,
they need to come down here to where we are.
the
You know what I'm saying? To
underground
find
kings
out
over here.
what's really going on.
Yeah.
Because like you was talking about Mr. Feet in the chat. I'm pretty, like you were saying, he's got some dope stuff. You know what I mean? I collect got some dope Air Maxes. Black's got a lot of OG stuff. Caddy is just all well rounded when it comes to his collection.
And not to put nobody's business out there, but this is I'm gonna put his little flex out because he has a picture on his Instagram, right? But I don't know any big YouTubers that pulled up to Flight Club in a Phantom. I'm just saying I never seen that,
Yeah,
but my O did that. I
yeah,
call him the Flight Club thing. That Flight Club he used to hold those spots down, man.
yeah, 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 man. But yeah, there's definitely some people out there with like not big followings that has a lot of heat. Fat Cat is one of them. I know he's got a lot of heat.
Shout out to
Just
Fat
seeing
Cat
him
Greedy.
battle.
We're ready. We're ready for the comeback, bro. Whenever you're ready to come back, man.
I was gonna say I ain't seen him on social media in a minute, man. Hope all is well with you, bro.
Yeah, he's good. He's
You
good.
know,
We're in communication. Like you know, like that's like people know they joke about me living in the South. I got farms, and I'm like, no, I just got mad cats. See even arts, El
hey,
Gato.
ain't nothing wrong with being in the country.
Nah,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I've learned to love it. I've learned to love it, and it's you can you can enjoy life more. Like compared,
It's
like
relaxing. It's
there's no
relaxing,
place,
yo.
but there's no place like home. I love New York forever. I love New York, right? But then you living down here. I'm gonna tell a story. Quick story, right? Shout out to my boy Ray, best friend, brother from another mother. He flew down here one summer, right? I think he stayed down maybe like almost a week. So I'll pick him up from the airport in Myrtle Beach. It's like an hour and a half to the house. So we chilling. And I pull up in the driveway, just pull in the garage. And when you feel just somebody staring at you? I'm in the
Mhm.
car like this, and he's just arms folded looking at me. He's like, so that's what we do down here? That's what you do? I'm like, what you talking about? He said, you just gonna pull up in the driveway like that? He's like, every night, 30, 40 minutes, I'm looking for parking.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
it was so funny. It's like I was like, yo, it's just things. New York, you spend a lot of time doing things like waiting for parking or stuff like that, waiting for the train. Granted, all that was a learning experience for me, but like and I could just jump in my car, 15 minutes, I'm where I need to be.
Yeah.
Because time you can't get back, right? Hey, peace and quiet is. I don't
Hey,
miss
peace and
people.
quiet.
I don't miss. I
You
don't miss the
pull up
people
to
yelling
right
in the
where you
hallway.
need to go. Yeah, you pull up right where you need to go and hop right out.
Yeah,
You got space, you got room.
exactly. In the projects we couldn't. I mean, there's people who had animals. You weren't supposed to have them, but now we got more than enough dogs. We got more cats than we need, and then my daughter just brought chickens. We got chickens out there now, so the farm's
Yeah.
official. We got 5 chickens out there.
Hey, ain't nothing like going and getting your own eggs.
He said, "Bro, I got a whole assigned parking space, and still go look for a spot closer to the building."
You
See,
burn all your gas island waiting for somebody to pull out.
or people be sitting there called man long. You think they're gonna pull out, and then they get out the car.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Yeah.
miss that. I don't miss that. But everything, I miss. People say New Yorkers are rude. No, most of them minded business. And that, down. I'm like,
Yeah.
when I first I still say it message. I say, I'm like, Southern hospitality is a facade. They're just nice to you so they can get all in your business.
It depends.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends. It depends. I say
Well,
that.
in South Carolina and some of these little towns, they want to be in your business,
Oh
especially
yeah, 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 yeah. I believe that. And
you
people
know.
just come up to you telling your business for no reason.
I saw you was at the mall yesterday, right? Well, yeah. I mean, so what? So what? Oh, it's crazy. I saw your brother the other day. I don't care. Talk to him. I can call him right
Yeah.
now.
Exactly.
Oh,
Did you
I'm
speak
like,
to him when you saw him?
I know. Did you just see him? Like, welcome to the South, right? It's
Yeah,
different. It's different out here, but it's like I
it
said,
is.
South Carolina is different. Or even like comparing like here to Columbia. Mr. Skinny's in the Columbia area, so I go out there to check him out, and it's a whole nother ball game out there. Biggest city, but it's it's mixed. You got your super hood, and then you got the super nice area. Shout
Yeah.
out to shout out to Skinny. He done moved on up to the country club, stunting on
Oh
everybody.
yeah.
I
Yeah, I see you in the new
I
crew.
got I got to wait for him to come to the gate.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta
Nah,
get access.
yeah, shout out to Skinny, man. Um, like he's one of those people. There's people that don't like him, and I get it. But it's like if I ever need anything, I can
Yeah.
call him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe it. I can believe that about Skinny.
Yeah.
I can believe that about Skinny.
And then like he brings his kids, like when we go to like the wrestling events in Columbia. I bring my son, he brings his son and his daughter, and we just be out there chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. Skinny is hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
That dude is hilarious.
He did his thing. He found his niche, and
Yeah.
was bringing the money. Hey, more power to you. But
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
yeah, so,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, he is hilarious though. He yo, but they for a place like Columbia, and then people know him out there. People know him out there.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
and to see it firsthand, and it was just, I mean, the younger people, the older people, hey, Skinny, and it's just like that. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, my brother played basketball, and nobody knows who he is.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, bro. Well, like I said, I appreciate you having me on here,
Man,
man.
I appreciate you, brother. Hey, any final words for the people
Uh,
when y'all going live again?
I was just about to say, man, we doing a show Tuesday. So check us out. Retro Talk Forum, me and my brother Black, Caddy and V. We're gonna be up there this Tuesday,
I'm Gucci. What's
uh,
good?
7 o'clock Central Time, 8 Eastern Time. So if y'all don't know, I was talking about my channel, Mine and Black's channel, Retro Talk Forum. We pretty much talk about anything from the 80s and 90s, music, fashion, memorabilia, whatever, throwback jerseys. We talk about all that stuff. So come through and check us out if you want to go back in time. We'll be there Tuesday. Tuesdays normally when we come out.
8 o'clock Eastern. I'll be there because I'll be getting in from football practice. So
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
me and Isaiah be locked in, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. And make sure you sub up to the channel if possible, man. 18 underscore hop 18 underscore something like that. Make sure you follow my co-host Black BAA. Everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up. And make sure you follow everybody in the chat. Like I said, Black Caddy. Check out V and
Chilltown.
Chill Town. Make sure you follow him. I know he's coming back on social media. Hopefully we get some videos popping out pretty soon or live pretty soon, man. It'd be good to see you back on there. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate everybody sticking around and hanging out.
Yeah, appreciate everybody coming through. Hop, appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you,
this was
E1,
dope,
man.
man.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me on, man. This was dope, man. I enjoyed myself.
Appreciate. I try to make it fun as best I can. Keep it going. This or that is fun, so people can gauge what people like more or whatever the case may be. I think one of my favorites too is with what the sneakers. The first one I asked them was gumbo or was it gumbo or uh seafood like a seafood platter or something.
It wasn't gumbo or red beans and rice.
Nah, it took him like 5 minutes. He was just like, "Yo, what?" But that's what they do down there. They be having the not fish fries, but seafood boil.
Oh, I'm on the Gulf Coast.
Yeah,
I'm on the Gulf Coast. Shoot, that's Thanksgiving dinner right there. Bump that turkey, man. Let's do a seafood boil.
yeah,
Crab
for
leg,
real.
shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, forget that dressing.
Got
Yeah,
all the flavor
seafood.
in the bag. Shake the bag, roll it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yeah, we got a seafood market down here that fresh off the boat. Fresh off the boat. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like that fresh. I'm pretty sure you're over there where you at South Carolina, you
Yeah,
get that fresh seafood.
yeah, we get it down on the Beaufort side, Charleston, and Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Yeah. You go from
And like,
chopped cheeses to fried shrimp.
fried barbecue. Pulled pork everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, real quick before we go. So this was like 2006. I was working at Lowe's, and my boy was like, "Yeah, me and my family having a pig picking tomorrow. If you want to come by." It's like a pig picking. I said, "What the heck is that?" He said, "Bo, you ain't never heard of a pig picking?" I'm
They
like,
smoke the whole pig.
"Yeah, but I'm from New York. What is the man? We go to the bodega. We're at the bodega. We go to the
Nah, man.
restaurant. Pig picking, and then they had the whole pig on the that, and pull your barbecue. Talk about some good food, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. My wife's granddad, I think, had a smokehouse. They just smoke a whole hog in there. Yeah.
yeah. That was like my introduction to like the South, like good eating in the South, like people cooking at home and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my boy Van. I gotta check him out. I ain't speak to him in a while, but
Yeah.
That's yeah, and then like 40 minutes from where I live is a little town called Hemingway, and there's a spot called Scott's Barbecue, and I was binge watching the Food Network. This is like back in
Mm-hmm.
like 2 3 years ago, 2 o'clock in the morning, can't sleep, and they were rating the top barbecue places on the East Coast, and number two was Scott's Barbecue in Little. I was like, what? And that's some of the best barbecue. And then like I know the recipe changed because the father passed away, but they used to be like this little red vinegar sauce that they had for the
Yeah.
barbecue, bro. That was the best. But now they went commercial because they have few some actors like what's his name? I don't know. I can't think of his name. The guy who played Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. He bought a house. He lives. He has a property in Sumter, South Carolina. So that's one of his places he goes to eat at in Hemingway. So it's just
Oh, okay.
he got that kind of
Yeah, when they get big
popularity.
time,
So,
they change some stuff around.
yeah,
It ain't the same.
yeah.
It ain't the same.
Uh, again,
Yes,
man,
sir.
appreciate you coming through. I know I gotta reach out to a
Anytime, bro.
couple. I'm gonna reach out to a couple of these dudes in the chat, see if I can set something up. I'll keep this thing going. This is
Keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's dope what you're doing,
yeah.
man. Yeah, keep it up.
I'm having fun with this. I know I had like a little 3 4 week hiatus. Half of that was like recovery from work, working like crazy, being hot, trying to find some time to rest. Um, Fantasy football was kicking up, so I was trying to get. I had a live draft at my boy's house, and I've been doing. So I'm in this big league. It's an international league, 96 teams, but it's eight different.
Dang.
So it's 96 teams, right? But it's eight different divisions. So it's pretty much eight different leagues. But he keeps all, and half of them guys are in the UK. There's the guys in Australia, California, all over
That's
the
crazy.
United States. Yeah. So
That's a lot.
shout out to the Orkney Bowl. I mean, they're probably just getting up for work now out there. But yeah, I've done a few shows with them, and so like 7 o'clock in the morning, if I go into work, if I'm gonna have a late day at work, I'll be on the show with them 7 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time on Mondays
Dang.
every now and then. But I know
Yeah.
it'll probably be a couple weeks before I make the show. But I'm trying to multitask, trying to do things I enjoy, man. It's like
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you
fantasy.
need a break.
Yeah, but I always enjoy doing this and chopping it up with people that part of my sneaker journey here and on YouTube and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir. Yes,
from
sir. But
judging East West Part Two to we're over here chopping it up on Beast Coast TV.
already. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got give have to like we know what y'all do over there and what we do over here is different from what everyone else sees on what they think sneaker YouTube is about. It's not about just all the calendar chases and all that. There's more to it than just chasing the next release.
Exactly. You're right. Exactly.
Yeah. Again, appreciate you coming through. Shout out to everybody that came through in the
Already, bro.
chat. Till next time, y'all. Peace.